Hey, I love the
something like right now. Already know what time it is, man. Hangover extra, Q&A time. Ask anything. Yeah. The boys are coming over. Avengers set up, assemble. Hope everyone's good. Yeah, man. Everyone's come over from Enz's channel. You know what I mean? For the other pussies that didn't come over. Man. Waste man business. You already know what it is, man. I'm transparent, bro. I'm here for subscribers and views, bro. You know what I mean? You want me to lie and say I'm here for community and that? I'm here for subscribers and views, blood. So just run it up. You get me? I'm trying to. Ends knows, bro. I'm trying to go for the Barstool contract and that. You get me?
Then we need to get Sav on Barstool at least. Minimum.
Bro.
He needs a platform where he can be him, bro.
Bucket list, no restraints. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Try to get paid and that, bro. And you got a checklist. You got a bucket list.
Yeah,
because the bucket list is when you're about to die in it, like bucket.
Yeah, that's true. Checklist. I told you, man. One of the things is I want to create my own YouTube space, podcast space. So I can have it, but you can't have it in your own place, innit? Like I don't want no one in my yard coming to do podcasts, but I could rent one out. But I want to have my own one. That's the list, bro. Get that, and then man can get the man them down, and we film. It will be cold, man. Tactical breakdowns and sitting there talking about real life stuff. It'll be mental. That's what I want, man. That's one of the things I want. The rest of the stuff can kind of wait. The other stuff.
It's a question, bro. I don't know if this is just me.
Go on.
You see, like, so you got your missus and that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know when, like, if man them come to your yard or your brethren and that, obviously hospitality in it, like people come to your house, make you drink and that. I don't like my missus doing that shit, bro. I don't like it. I told her, bro. She said, I don't know what your problem is. That's me being a good woman and that. I said, yeah, but you're my woman. I don't want you let them make their own council pot blood. Let them get tap water or something, bro. Or throw them a bottle of Volvic, bro. I don't want them to. I don't care, bro.
All right, I know what you mean because you don't really like a lot of people in your space as is anyway. So, but if and when you have people in your space, you have to be a good host. That's the whole point of it. You have to. I'm not saying you need to like, oh my days, yes sir, no sir. What do you need, sir? Let me go and make you. Let me top that up. You look parched. I don't mean that. I mean, like, yeah, if they come in and they're like, can't breathe. You're gonna have to get man a drink.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want these peasants breathing the same air as my missus, bro. I don't want her being like, because listen, I pride myself on the fact that she's such a great woman. So she's gonna ask people, oh, you'd want to drink, blah blah blah. But she's mine, bro.
Well, I'm
a hater, bro.
But you're not sharing. It's not like you're sharing. She's just being a good host.
I know, bro. Listen, I'm not telling her. I'm just saying I don't like it, bro.
So you're just putting across your views, but she obviously
bro. Always on some gonna watch football with the lads and that. You want me to make some food and leave it for years? For years, for me, yeah. Not. Don't be making platters so everyone can have hors d'oeuvres. Yeah, so man can just go back to the yard talking about, have you eaten already? Yeah, Savage's missus made us something. No, blood.
What do you mean? Savage's missus gave me something?
Yeah, bro. Listen, man. Listen. Open, honest, on conversations, bro. People have to be honest about how they really feel. I don't like it.
Listen, each to their own stuff. I get where you're coming from, and I get it. I think it's one of those things, in it, protectiveness, in it. You're like, nah. She's my missus. I don't like how you man are smiling too much.
Yeah.
I don't like you. She's like, yeah, you know what? That joke was funny. I don't know if that joke was funny. I don't know why you're laughing so much. I get it. I understand it. But you have to be a good host, Saf. You have to be, bro.
I know. She's a great woman, man. She's a great woman. But, you know, anything you want to get off your chest?
Do you know, I had something yesterday, but
this is the new segment. Get it off your chest. I've got it off mine now. Everyone in the chat, get one thing off your chest that might sound a bit kabuki-ish, might sound a bit taboo, might sound a little kabuki, but safe space, but not really a safe space.
Get it off your chest.
Get it off.
I like that. Hey, you need to copyright that. Get it off your.
Get off your chest, man. Cause you know everyone. You can't be look at mucus on your chest. Get it off, bro. Dr. Sebi and that. Come on. Everyone in the chat.
Nah, I don't know about that one. Nah, I'll save that one for another day.
Nah.
I'll save that one for another day. That one's a podcast one. Still, I can't have that one. We say that one, the ammunition for that one. Do you know what I think as well? I know it pisses me off. And all right, you know, the other day I said I had family over, right? So, you know, in general stuff, like when someone's come to see your house, they haven't been to a house before, right? So they're like, oh yeah, lovely man, I like the way it's designed, da 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 da. But normally the men don't do this like as much as the ladies do. But shout out to the ladies that they always go, oh yeah, like, oh that is really bigger than, yeah. If you combine that, it looks bigger than our house or our this or our that. You know what, they normally do that thing where they compare, but as a man, you're like, no, it's not. Mine is, you have that pride, like, no, mine is bigger, blah blah blah, in terms of your house or your whatever you own. But they have a tendency of doing this, bro. They have a tendency like, nah, yeah, I think that's, if you combine it and the space looks so big, like, and I look at ours and it's not, and I can see the guy's face like, why don't you just shut up, bro? Yeah, when you're like, talk about things, man. Say our thing is good as well.
I hear
it. It's not my thing, but it was just something I noticed, and I was like, yeah, that would wind me up as well, because I could see it, but it wasn't happening to me. So I could see, I'm like, yeah, I would get wound up by that as well. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, he got it off his chest right now.
Yeah.
Question to the panel: do you think Paul Joyce's article may have tipped Isak Gray hours before Isak asked to leave Newcastle? No mention of Rodrigo. I have no idea what article.
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that one, my guy.
I have no idea. If you elaborate, I'll bring it up, but I don't even know.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Question: would you let the missus go prison for a year, but you get 500 mil, babe? Get that red jumpsuit on right now. Yeah, you might have to share it. She might have to share a cell with Big Lesbeth for a young year and that, for a young 12 months and that.
500 mil.
500 mil, babe. Well, I'll pay for you to forget about the prison sentence. You get me? With the 500 mil. Yeah, babe. See you later, man. It's been good knowing you, bro. I'll see you on Wednesdays, bro.
Oh, why Wednesdays out of all the days, bro?
Wednesdays was a visiting day, bro. Not that I've been to prison.
Okay, I didn't know these things. So Wednesday is a visiting day.
Don't do that. I hate when Nens does this, bro.
I didn't know that.
I hate when he does this, bro.
I've never visited.
Bro. This geezer. Faith, man, want to do this, bro. You not know where Enzo is actually from. I'll tell you where it's from. Top Boy. Them ends, bro. The ZTs and the Summer House Estate. That's where Ends is from. The mean streets, blood. Solly and the Shane. That's where Ends is from. So don't let him fool you, bro. Where do you think the name Ends comes from? What? Yeah, bro. Don't try and make it out like I'm some urban trooper, bro. You're from the ends, bro.
I'm not saying you are. I was just saying I don't know about visitation.
3 seasons about your ends, blood.
I don't know about visitations. That's all I was gonna say.
All right, man. I'm just saying, bro. But
Jerry didn't get the link. Jerry probably.
I put it in the chat. He was in the.
No, but he was on mute, weren't he? So he probably just clicked out and said, "Oh, everyone left." So maybe you have to send it directly.
Well, you gonna answer the question or not?
No, I would not do that.
Yeah, me either, man. I lied, bro.
No, would you not?
No, I lied, bro.
Stick with
because I thought that like you was gonna say year 2, so I wouldn't look bad. But now I look bad. I changed my mind.
Not my missus, bro.
All right.
500 M's. Nah, it's a lot of money though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Man, like Goku and that Ultra Instinct. Answer the question, G. Would you let your missus go prison for a year, but you get 500 mil?
Yeah. For a year, brother, you can hold that for a year. Trust.
Just hold a young sentence.
You put Jerry in the gulag, bro. Don't do the pauper thing like you didn't get the link, bro. Don't do that. Try and make us look bad than that.
It was in
man them to start jumping online talking about, "Oh, Savage, how come you didn't let Jerry out, brother?" I put the link in the private chat and it's in the WhatsApp group. Also, G.
Yeah, you got.
You want I don't know if you saw the part I was talking about hospitality and that with the missus and that. And I said, because we're in a segment, get it off your chest. So I'm going to ask you what you need to get off your chest in a second. But I said, I don't like my missus being
hospitable. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that word. I don't like it. I don't like my missus doing it for other people, even though it means she's a good woman and she's trying to take care of people and that. But I don't want people coming to my yard and then my missus like, oh, do you want to make a cup of tea? Do you want a glass of water? You're my missus. There's my tea. Yeah, it's my water, bro. And it's my fridge, bro.
He said he don't. So it's not a thing about them. Maybe it's just a sharing thing.
No, I don't want people breathing in the same air as her, bro. She's the queen, bro. Yo, don't. That's my.
But you invited them to your house, Sav.
I didn't invite them, bro.
No, but no one's gonna turn up.
You're saying sinners, bro. I didn't invite them, bro. I know better.
Like, no one's turning up to your yard unannounced. Yeah, Sav, what are you saying? No one's doing that. They'll call you first. Oh, Sav, are you free? No, I'm not free. Oh, yeah, I'm free. Okay, yeah, but I'm here with the missus. Listen, come in, make sure you have socks on. All that conversation. And then...
You know that, yeah, don't... Oh, my God. Man, do not come to my yard with your toes out, blood. You won't make it. You won't make it, bro. That can't happen.
First of all, why is your toes out when I'm...
Because some brothers don't like to wear socks, bro.
That's crazy.
I always wear socks.
Rocking crepes and no socks, bro. That's wild.
Some people don't like to wear socks. That's
what?
That's what? That's crazy. Wild.
You know, when you do the sports, what is it like? The sportswear, like the sportswear, they don't have socks on with the trainers in it. Some do, some don't.
What kind of fuck? Why are you wearing cleats to my yard, bro? You looking to run 100 meters?
No. No, like normal.
I said, well, you ready for a race? Like, what's it?
I know, bro. These heathens, bro, stepping up to my yard in sports science wear, bro. You knew you was coming here, bro. Get changed from uni, blood. You talking about? Nah, yeah, man. Nah. Keep them toes away from me, blood. Where's? Okay, so everyone's letting their missus go to prison. All right, G. It's time to get what you need to get off your chest. Get it off your chest. What you got to say? It can be anything. It's a safe space, but not really a safe space. But you know, sounds good. Continue.
So anything you want to get off your chest?
Anything, brother.
I'll say I'm getting sick and tired. Yeah. When I'm in like Oxford Street, Oxford Circus, wherever, Central London, basically.
Oh, you got big money.
Tired.
Sorry.
I'm getting tired of people who, you know, if you don't know where you're going, and obviously you're trying to, I guess, look on your Google Maps or whatever to see where you need to be and whatnot. I'm tired of you stopping just in the middle of like the street. So when we're all walking, and then you stop because obviously you're like, oh, you might be with a friend or someone. Oh, we supposed to turn right down here, or I'm like, I beg you, fuck off. Move to the side, let us carry on walking, and then you're good. Because yesterday, I had an argument with this brother because, like, I'm walking with my son, and as we're just walking, obviously, I know where I'm going, so I'm not looking at the map, I'm not slowing down, and my son now knows I walk at a bit of a pace. Like, we're not doing slow walking, so he walks at the same pace now, right? So we're walking, Yeah, I know. It is a bit deep, to be fair, but you know,
my uncle, bro. My uncle used to walk like he's running, bro, and we're just like, oh my god.
The thing is, his mum says the same thing. She's like, why'd you walk so quick? I said, you know what? Because I'm a man with a purpose. Like, I want to get to where I'm going. Anyways, we're walking, and this brother, like, he's with like 2 other guys, and I think there's like 2 girls as well, like a bit to the side of him. And they all stop, but they stop like in the way. So because he stopped so quickly, I've just kind of like knocked into him.
Yeah.
But then he tried to like turn around and give it. I said, brother, why you stop in the middle? Like, this ain't like, we don't have it's not like the road where you can be like, yeah, there's a traffic light here. We all have to stop. Bro, we're just all walking. If anything, just move to the side. Yeah. He was like, oh, but why are you behind me? I said, why am I behind you? Brother, I said, what? And then, you know, like in my head, yeah, I'm so confused. And on top of that, remember, I'm walking with a 5-year-old. So the reality is that like, I also need to get him through Central London is busy. Like there's bare people.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to obviously hold his hand, and we're trying to like, you know, dart through people, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I remember I was just about to say to him, like, hey, bro, like you're testing my patience. But I remember I just looked at my son and I was just like, you know what? let's just carry on walking. But he kind of was still looking at me, and I said, is there a problem? Because if there isn't, then I'm just gonna carry on my day. If there is, then okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask this fucking stranger to just watch my child for 2 seconds. We sort this problem out, and then we can go about our business. And then his friends were just like, no, it's okay. But and we just carried on walking. I said, bro, you're an idiot. I remember saying idiot loud, and I just carried on walking.
I respect it.
And it was just
that is annoying though. That is annoying because I can't stand people who are like they're just careless, but like they don't care about fellow other people. Like what you're saying is true. You're trying to find something on your phone, even if it's like just move to the side.
Move to the
That's
side,
it. And then you're good. Because people do that in like. Have you seen people do that in like supermarkets? Man are checking the ingredients in the middle of the aisle.
No, they check the ingredients in when it's the freezer bit. They open
this
it
one,
and they're standing in the freezer. Like,
and do you remember this, innit? When I was on the phone to you, man, and I was insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, man's getting watermelon. No one make any jokes. I'm black. I know, but don't make any jokes. But and while I was on the phone to these man, brother, I'm right in front of something. This woman puts a whole arm across where my face is, bro, to just look at something. Yeah, I'm like, what? You remember them manners back in the day? Like, excuse me, I would have just moved, bro.
Exactly. I would just move. Like, I'm not gonna be rude and not.
Or you get the ones where like they don't say anything, they just stand next to you, bro. And I'm like, I've clocked now that you want to get to this ingredient here on the shelf. I'm not gonna move now, just because. Just say excuse me, innit?
Yeah.
Rude people, like when I hold the door for women, because I can't. I'm not gonna get rid of my manners just because other people are dickheads. So I always hold the door for them, bro. And I swear, the ones who just walk through the door and walk off, I want to give them a cuffy, bro. I'm looking to dash up.
Bro, I want them to walk back. I want them to go back and we do this again.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, if my sister's on, if my sister don't work far from me, bro, there's a quick call. It's long for you. Anyway, my bad. Anyway, sorry. Street talk. Ends from the streets. Anyway.
No.
Honestly said, I got one. I don't like when people come to my crib. They bring extra folks that I don't know. Is it? No. Hey, listen. That's not on, bro. You can't bring random people to my yard, bro. Can't do that because I'll be rude to your face as well. I'll be like, "Who's my man? Who's he?" Once again, other than this, I want Liverpool is his priority, as reported from Fabrizio Romano. Okay, fam, I hear it, bruv. I hear it. Enz said what Jerry said. Well, you know about selling grub because obviously you're from Summer House where Sully and Deshane used to.
I don't know anything about any selling. The only thing
everyone around there does. In Top Boy, everyone knows, bruv. So why are you pretending?
I worked in sales, and that was about it.
Yeah, sales. That's what Jerry said.
No, not that sales. Not that.
You don't know anything.
I have no clue.
Don't know
That's
how much
why I didn't know about the visitational days. I'm very new to the streets.
What's the street price of like a young gram and that? Like an eighth and
I don't know now.
Nothing. Okay.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I can find out, but I don't know.
Yeah. What was it like growing up around Summer House and that? Or how was that with Sully and Deshane and them? Man?
Don't know. I've never met these guys. Don't know.
Question: living close to animals, but financially you just make it, but you have eternally peace, or living this. Oh, okay. Living close to animals, but financially you just about make it, or living, but you have eternal peace, or live in the city and you have a bag of money but no eternal peace.
Living closer to animals.
Yeah, same. I choose peace over everything, bro.
Peace every day of the week, bro.
What are you saying, G?
Yeah, I would want the peace, but I'm a city boy, so it's like I'm used to the city like quite a lot. I like the hustle. It's as annoying as it is. I do like the hustle and bustle, and I appreciate the living by the animal. Like if you was to live by animals or just out of the way kind of thing. So I'll probably lean more towards the city. I'll be real because I know what the city's like when you have a bag of money. So I'm like that is also quite peaceful in itself, kind of. So yeah.
Okay.
I'll say that. What?
I would not be answering any of that question.
I mean,
that is hilarious. How many back shots if a one back shot is?
What you receiving?
Nah, don't do that. Don't say receiving on this channel. Don't do that.
But that's the only that's the only thing he could have missed.
Receiving.
That's what he means.
That's the only thing. Why would he ask? Why would we give? Of course, you'll give a light word.
No. I'll tell you exactly what I thought. I'll tell you exactly what I thought he meant. This is why I'm a weird guy, but I thought he meant with the thing.
Yeah. That is what he means.
And for each, I give the thing. It's 100K. How many am I gonna last?
Sav, read the last bit. Why would you think it's that normal question? That last bit, where it's from. Why do you think it's?
I don't watch them two who hate black women. I love them. Sorry.
Nah,
Sorry,
they apologize.
That's okay if you lot still wanna. I love black women. If anyone's watching, mum, sisters, female producer is most likely different now. Oh, that's with the missus. Yeah, man. Listen, my missus might have to.
You think so? You think so? But female.
I'll let my missus just wipe up the screw for a year still. I can't lie, bruv. You get me? Just you and Audrey for a year, bruv. You know what I mean? You're gonna pop in your cell every couple of weeks. You might have to just hold that. What, 500 mil when you get out, babes? You get me? Me and you pay for.
Yeah, but to be fair, yeah, that's
true. Big got N90. One question: did I make the pro clubs team?
Oh, you lot had trials in that.
The context is I jumped online yesterday and N90 was already in the team and these man were just cooking him, bro.
N9, don't take it personal with these lot, bro. These lot they're snobs. They're savage as well. They're all snobs.
I'll tell you the funniest shit about yesterday, It was Zabiri giving him prep talk like Zabiri was one of the dons in the team, bro.
Yeah, see, but this is what I'm saying. They're all snobs. They're all like, listen, N90, you
holding trials is cold, bro, because the new games are gonna come out in September. And if you want to do some content around it, it'll be cool.
That'll be good.
You get me? It's an extra bit. And then we should go and tell Coppish to make a team. And then whoever to make a team, just brush them in it.
Yeah. Brush off the rest of these. Did he make the team? We're still in the.
We're not at the meeting yet.
Yeah, we'll speak. Just take it as a no for now.
Good, bro.
And then take it as a no for now, and then we'll get to you.
N90, he's basically said, he said no. Because when man said, we're still going to speak. That's like you going for a job, but the job, like, you think you done well, and the job saying, we'll think about it. You know, we've got other candidates as well. You will get back to you, and we'll let you know in 3 to 5 days.
You know that period where you're trying to do the best for yourself when you left school. Still trying, you got like whatever dreams in your head, but you're like, I need to make some money, bro. I can tell the story every time, because I've done bare retail work. And I'm telling you, bro, I gave the CV to the security guard at Sports Direct because he was taking them all. I'm not making this up. And because I went in there so often, I went back in to get my F50s. And I'm upstairs in it before you go downstairs to the boots. And I look where the booth is because the security guard's not there. This is another day. And I can see my CV just chilling. So this motherfucker didn't give it to anyone.
Peak.
So obviously, I ain't going to tell what happened next, bro. I got the job and then I lasted half a day. Fuck that job. And then certain man was going to get rushed, bro. But that was dark days, bro. That was dark days. We don't crud back then. Man said Birkenstocks are cold. Nah, I hear it, bro. Just don't bring the no socks thing to my yard. That's all I'm saying, bro. You might want to have your toes and feel the air and that. I'm not against it. But in my yard, you better be a woman, bro, if you got your toes out, bro. You can't be just I'm just saying, bro.
I just have your toes out on my sofa and that. That's crazy. You said curled up their feet as well. They do the tucking things up. Nah, bro.
Nah, man could never, bro. And don't do that. I'm ready to throw my desk already, bro. If a man ever does the sideways knee tuck, you know the girl who got cheated on knee tuck, blood, with the toes all curled up in the brother, brushing it. Tell him Pablo to bite you, bro.
Yeah, just Pablo bite you.
Yeah, how fuck that is. Bro. That is. Oh, quickly, just sorry, there was another
you can
thing.
say what you want, G, bro. Hey, listen, you know what?
Yeah, no.
This is your channel too, man. This is your channel too. You're my mates, man.
No. This was actually a good thing. I was supposed to say on Ends of stream. I would like to thank both Ends and Savage because them two kept talking about Dexter. And I never seen Dexter in my life. Brother, I've already zipped through season 1.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro, you see with Dexter, all I'm saying is Dexter is
cold.
What did I say to my boy yesterday? I said, bro, he is a sociopath. But I even feel like it's even deeper than that. Like, and I'm only on season 2, by the way. It is, you know, to the point where you guys know I'm a series kind of guy, so I'll always watch like all the way through. Bro, you know, when yesterday I finally got home, bro, I just sat and watched. It had to be 7 because I didn't go to sleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning this morning.
Bro, that's
it had to be like
locked in.
Last night, when I got back home, dropped my son back to his mum's. I came back home, bro. I literally, phone was on like 5%, couldn't even find the charger. I said, let me just watch Dexter. It will charge by the time I wake up. Bro, Dexter is mad, so I have to thank you both for.
Nah, love, man. Any pussy do not put any spoilers in the chat, otherwise it's fights on it.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, please don't put any.
You have to realize, bro, that G's a series guy to the point of, you see, if each episode is an hour, bro, G can watch 30 hours of TV in 24, bro. Don't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't even make sense.
G ends no, bro. We've said to G like there's stuff that are long and I'm like, yo, yeah, you should go watch this. I speak to him the next day. I'm like, what? You're on season 1 still? He's like, nah, I'm on season 4. How?
You know why? You know why?
Yeah, I've got the context. Next one.
You know why? What I will do with like, especially something like Dexter, right? You guys already know I always go on these long walks as well, especially on days like today. For example, I've got a free day. There's no work, there's no child, there's nothing I need to do. So when we get to like days like today, so when we jump off this stream, I go straight to it. You see, when I'm going to the toilet, take a shit, yeah, it's on my phone. I'm watching Netflix.
I was gonna say that because I feel like you don't pause it ever.
No, pause it, brother. When I go on my walk later on this evening, like when I leave out this evening, brother, as I'm doing the walk, I'm watching Dexter.
The best gem I can give anyone, especially if you're like G, and you're like trying to get in shape and all that, or trying to get your cardio up, just take it to the gym, bro. I swear to you, bro.
Savage, that's what I'm doing. Bro. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. A young hour cardio, bro. Zips and it. I know for a fact that depending on what I want to do, if it's like a uphill walk and that, I know that all the sitcoms are like 22 minutes each because the adverts are not there in it on thingy. So I'm like, okay, that's my 20 minutes done. I'll just jump. Then I don't have to look at the clock. I just jump off.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cold still.
When you start and like because of how I am, like in terms of when I go to the gym, for example, I do exactly what you just said because I know I start watch. If I don't have anything to watch or listen to, whatever, I start watching the clock. I'm like, oh, I still live in 3 minutes. Oh, I still live in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I need to get my mind distracted with something else. So series, guys, as Savage said, rightly so, put on a 20-minute, 22-minute episode. I promise you, by the time you're done, you won't even notice. You'll be like, oh, right, it's finished already. And I've just ran or done an incline walk for the last, 22 minutes. That's a long time when you deep it.
Hey.
Like when you deep the thing.
Hey, listen, Jerry's landed, bro. Jerry.
What are you saying?
I want to say, like I said to these, like, this is your channel, man. They were friends, man. This is your channel too, bro. Do what you like. Anyway, question is, get it off your chest. Get one thing off your chest that you need to get. It could be anything, bro.
I think people are soft. Yeah, I think people are soft. Man.
Okay, the Vegas one.
Live in a pussy society, man.
Society.
Men and women, I think. Yeah, I think when you look at previous generations, they endured much more hardship.
Yeah.
I think when I think back to even my mum, grandparents, or whatever, there's that trials and tribulations that they had to go through to get to where they were. So like my mum had to endure communism and at a young age had to come to the UK at like 18, 19, innit? Which was just absurd. It's like, who's coming from Poland or from that side of the world? No one did that, innit? Or go back to my grandparents enduring back in the World War II, and then some of my other grandparents had to endure this. And I think that, you know, when you look at society now, I think everyone's very, very comfortable, including myself, by the way. And I don't think we understand how volatile life can be. And I think that causes more problems as a result. I think we're a species that need to be under pressure. And I think when you're not under pressure, I don't think we thrive.
That's a good shout still. What about you, man? You lot think everyone's pretty soft nowadays?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think it's because Jerry's right, man. Because people can't even handle stuff on the surface level, like things that don't even matter are bothering people now. Like they're acting like that's the big struggle.
Prime example in the football space we're in. You can't even have a difference in an opinion, man. They crash out straight away, bro.
That's it. That's great.
Bro, like, no, I'm just sharing my opinion. Like, your opinion matters to you as well. Doesn't mean mine is less important. So, yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's true, man. Soft ass generation, boy. No, I think not soft ass generation. Everyone's soft, bro. It's like people have just taken on.
What do you think it is? Like, why do you guys think that?
I think the saying that the best saying that for me describes it, right, is hard times create strong men, and this is not to do with men; it's just people in general. But right, this is saying hard times create strong men, strong times create easy times, easy times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. That then in turn creates strong men. So what we've seen is that everything became so easy for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Your ability to earn, your ability to eat. Like people are like, bro, I've seen a homeless person with a contactless like card machine to get donations for money.
Nah, that's mad. Nah, that's
no.
You said that to my son just said that to me yesterday, bro. He said that he came out of college. And the geezer's like, "Oh, have you got any spare change?" My son's like, "I don't carry any change on me." And it's like he pulled out the contactless and that.
Pulled out a card machine, but that's what I'm saying. You've got a card machine.
You've
got. It's mad, but you've got situations, right? Like where even just from the end, right? You've got an individual that is upset about not having stuff, but what he means is he's got a PS4, but he ain't got the B22 Chanel Dior's on his feet. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what he ain't got. And every man's got that. But he's upset that he's got a PS5 with one controller and not two. Whereas back in the day, someone that was on the hood was, I can't eat. Do you know what I mean? In the certain pockets of society that will still have that. But there's a difference in mentality where everything's easy for a lot of people. Everything's easy. Everything's easily attainable. Everything's instant gratification. You don't have to work towards anything. We live in a society where I want to get, do you know what I mean? I want to lose weight. I just take a Zempic or I go and get a tummy tuck. If I want to do this, everything's instant. Everything's instant. Everyone wants everything right now. And that's the era you kind of live in. You go and want to see a ting, you don't even have to graft for it anymore. You just go on Instagram, you see the ting. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to chat to a ting anymore. Why? Because you can just do it. Like, there's this. It's so easy that I think it's just created a lot of people that are weak, man. And I think a lot of even to myself, I look back and I'm like, rah. Like, my mum at my age had 2 kids, was married, and her husband died. And was a single mum in a country that was foreign to her, having to make do with 2 kids.
Yeah.
In the end, like when I deep down, like, brother, like, I ain't got kids, and I know some of you guys do. I know I'm pretty all of you guys do. I don't, in it. I'm youngest of you guys, but it's like, brother, like, I ain't got. That's mental to me. If I was in that situation, like, how would I even navigate that? But you know, that's how they navigated it, and they had to navigate it. Or you get whatever. My grandma went and was in communism, bro, where they forcing them to speak Russian, but they want to speak Polish, and man are getting beaten up on the streets. Like, you know, when you deep it and you're like, oh, and now you're here, and now my grandma's doing the same things as me and going on holiday. Like that flip is so drastic, I can't even comprehend that. Whereas, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking, like, do you know what I mean? Like, when I've gone, like, and I used to have this, right, because I think with globalization, I think it's made things. Obviously, everything's more accessible as well. So, like, we can go and see what's going on in different countries. They can see it, and it's very, very different. But when I was younger, and I'd go to Poland, right, and like I'd stay there for a long time, like whole summer holidays, every holiday, because my dad wasn't like my dad died. My mum didn't have anyone to look after us, so I had to go Poland. I'd go there, and you know, man are like, they don't know what PS2 is. They don't know what Nike trainers are, like. They've got old box TV and that, so man, not even watching. And you know, it was like I was coming back to London, and I was like, "This is a mad different world." Now it's not like that anymore. Like, you go there, and it's just like any European city. But I used to go to Poland and be like, "Wow, this is a different world. Like it's completely different." And it kind of, from a young age, I always recognized, and I was like, "Bro, we got to eat." Like, I'm complaining about not having Air Forces and begging my mum to get Air Forces, and she can't do it, so I'm getting next trainers. In this country, bro, I'm coming, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you got that Lonsdale tracksuit. I can't believe you got that. And I'm like, what? Like, you know, like, it put everything to perspective for me. So I used to always just be like, no, this is mental. And this is something that I saw on a regular, where like, man didn't care about what trim you had, whether you had this, whether you had that, whether you had this. But then you went into an environment where much easier society, and you're complaining about stuff that, again, as Savage said, doesn't even matter. It's just trivial things. Like, I'm upset that I ain't got the Just Do It bag. You know, I'm going to school and like, I ain't got a Just Do It bag. I got the Umbro team. You know, like that. I got the Umbro team.
It's a fact.
I'm going Poland, and they're like, please give me that bag. Like, oh, no, that. And we're doing things that just, do you know what I mean? Was so different to what I was doing in the UK. I was just like, right, like the world's different, because it was still, again, there wasn't internet and stuff. So you were stuck in what was going on over there. Like, you were stuck in that type of stuff where, yeah, bruv, like, you're man, do you know what I mean? Doing this to go and get that. And it was different, man. It was different. So
it's crazy, man. Everything's learned behavior, in it. So, like, all the generations that are around now who are going to have kids, they're going to pass on how they are with social media and how they talk about stuff and deal with stuff. It's just going to create softer generations after, bro. And it will
create harder times, but it will create harder times in turn, which will then force, man, because I think with everyone, I think what you see is that when people are pressured, that's whoever. When you're put under pressure, you'll be surprised at what you can do. And that's in the gym. That's whether you've got to study. That's whether you I mean, you have to end up working 3 jobs because you ain't got this, and you realize, like, rah, like, yeah, I can actually do it. And then you relay it to someone else, and because they're not in that environment, they're like, rah, like,
well, yeah,
how are you doing that? And you're like, bro, like, I just do it, innit? Like,
because the last example we had of that, which wasn't that hard to be honest, but that was COVID, bro. All of a sudden, everyone started going back to stuff they were doing before, because it's like, nothing matters now, innit? All the trims and people getting the nails done and the makeup, nothing mattered. All these girls were just in the yard, just chilling, getting to know people, and that people's real relationships were like, yeah, we probably need to split up still, because I realize now that normally I've got 4 hours with you a day because I've got work and stuff. Now I've got the whole day. I don't like you like that. So I might need to bounce, bro. And then the people who couldn't handle it, they couldn't deal with their own thoughts on it. They didn't know what to do. And that's why I was saying, I think I was speaking to Jared, GD about it the other day, was joking about his youth and that, but I said, yo, sometimes kids just have to be bored, bro. Like, it brings out, sometimes you just have to leave them to be bored, like, because we always want to give people the better things that either you didn't have or now it's a new society and you can do it. It's like, you're always thinking for your kid, and it like, nah, I want to get him something to do. He's sitting there not doing anything. But sometimes if you leave them to their own device, they'll just start thinking. En said it. I think he was talking about making a cardboard box den with his youth and that, bro. Man's got everything, though. He's got all the PlayStation and all that stuff. But eventually, kids just resort back to their natural state, and they've got an imagination is very good for kids, bro. Like, taking that away from a kid is terrible. You know that. If everything is just, it goes back to a computer game, they don't have to think because GTA does it for them, bro. Whereas before, you had to pick up 2 action figures. I had to make a Royal Rumble myself. Didn't have enough characters, so I had to go and snatch a young Sellotape. Oh, Sellotapes versus The Rock in the final. The Royal Rumble.
Trust me.
You get me? And then you go and get gassed. You try to tell your parent now. Parents probably busy, but they try and help you. Whereas if you tell your parent now, luckily the man that I speak to ain't like that. A lot of them are in their phone, and so they're, oh, yo, dad, look what I made. But they don't even know the facial expression to you being happy or whatever, because you're just locked in. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Meanwhile, the posting about whatever, well, anyway. Zabiri, big up, brother. Everyone in the chat, by the way, I've saved your questions, so we'll hot round it at the end. Zabiri, one thing you want to get
big up, man. What's going on?
We want one.
If there's anything I want to get off my chest.
Yeah, one thing, bro. Anything.
All right, so the one thing I want to get off my chest, because it happened to me last night when I went for my fungo. Bro, I hate when a man go outside in the garden, barefooted, grounded himself, and just want to be left alone. It's in that moment, females chase him down to the end of the earth, fam. Nah, bro, listen. I went over there. Man's married. I don't know the situation. And they're like, yo, you good? I just see you over there with your dog chilling. I'm like, yo, I'm on my John Wick stuff, man. Just want to be left alone. Bro, shorty pulled out about 6 candidates in her phone. Yo, this is my niece in Puerto Rico. I can line it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I want to stay by myself. Well, how about my daughter? Look, she lives like 30 minutes away. I'm like, yo, I just want to be by myself. Bro, I ended up leaving my phone going to the table, fam. I'm like, yo, I ain't come over here for this, man. Shorty in Walmart yesterday, I just went for dog food, man. Chased me down the entire store. I end up forgetting the dog food, bro. Like, yo, females need to allow, man. I just want to be by myself with my dog, man. Every time I decide to be by myself, bro, females came out of nowhere. Kenya chick from 10 years ago, all of a sudden got my emailing them, man, talking about, yo, you still got feelings in that. Nah, I want to be by myself. I want to be by myself. And then when I snapped and turned into a villain and broke all their hearts, all of a sudden, men ain't shit. I told y'all, I want to be by myself.
Doom, doom, doom.
You feel better now you got it off your chest?
He definitely feels better. He got it off his chest.
Why is he miming all of a sudden? Is it gone off?
Yeah, and said pent up aggression was in
Shit.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's back. Now he's back.
Yeah, you're back now. You're back. That's good, man. You see what I mean? Safe space in that, man. Get off your chest, bro. You can't be walking around. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. I'm glad you asked that question, by the way, because I was gonna ask you how to deal with it anyways. Because I'm struggling, man. Female talking about, yo, your dog is so beautiful. Don't use my dog as an angle to get in here. Oh, what kind of car is that? It got 4 wheels and a steering wheel. Don't worry about it, man. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, they doing the most, man. Doing the most right now, bro.
I hear it, man.
But anyway, I'm cool. I'm not complaining. Some men ain't getting that attention. I feel for you, bro. But I feel like if you focus on yourself, they'll come. If you try to chase them, they'll run away. So just focus on yourself, man. Take the socks off. Go in the grass. Wiggle up your toes in that.
Stop that.
Ground yourself.
Don't give them.
Don't wiggle up your toes.
Don't give no man wiggle up your toes.
Hey, I was gonna.
Wiggling up your toes.
Hey, you gotta shake off the bad energy, man. Make sure the connection is connected in that, bro. But nah, go outside barefoot, ground yourself, man. Be humble.
Do you know
Can I
what?
ask a question?
Touch grass.
No, actually, you know, it's a bit dumb.
No, shoot, safe space. Ask me anything.
I'm not religious in it. So if you're religious, brother, and you get offended, that's your problem. Take it up with your God. Yeah, if you're grounding, ain't your feet closer to hell?
Well, hear me. Nah, hear me. So the soil, it's your perception of what hell is. So if you think hell is on earth, we're already here. If you think you wearing socks is insulating you from hell, I mean, I don't quite get the question per se, but trees, are we saying trees come from hell?
I don't know.
See what I'm trying to say? You're building from the ground up. You're building from hell up to heaven. I mean, it depends on your perspective of it, but it's not a bad question, but I definitely think it's your perspective.
I don't have a perspective.
You have a good foundation. You start from the ground up. So you want to build yourself up. You want to start from the ground up.
Yeah, but trees, okay.
Not from your socks up. Not from your socks up. I mean,
okay, well,
you know what I mean?
I'm assuming that when you're doing the grounding thing, there's a focus on grounding, and you're not just walking with your socks off.
Oh, no, man, I'm not focused on that. I let the universe work that out. The universe felt that I'm connected to the earth, and then it just do its thing naturally.
Are you one of them
Oh,
people?
yeah, bro. I'm in the cosmos, bro. I'm a cosmic being, man.
That's not the cosmos. Like, so you're one of them baddies and that do the, like...
Hey, listen, I am one of them baddies. Do you see how they chase me, fam? Yo, listen, savage.
It's giving
they were like, yo, I see your fingernails clean and you got the clear polish. And I'm like, all right, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out there like that. They're like, yo, I see you exfoliating. I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying?
The zest energy. All right.
Hey, listen, man, you got to be comfortable with your sexuality, man.
Nah, but I hate men that say that, bro. I hate
hey, come on, yo, listen, man. Let me shine, man. Nah, let me shine, man. Can I shine? Thank you.
Listen, you in it, bro. No,
bro, me and my dog got nail dates, appointments, in that, bro. Allow me, man. Let me just be a baddie, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do your thing, bro. You get me? Slay and all that. That's what they're saying. It's slay, bro. Anyway,
I was gonna say, all I'm saying with that is that just before you go on, Savage.
Nah, carry on.
Yeah, it's a very make sure you don't say nothing wild to Savage or ends, because I feel like this conversation is gonna come back 360 at a random date. I don't know when.
Wait,
but
G.
No, I don't even disagree with you, by the way. I don't disagree with anything.
No. It's not about you disagreeing. I just want you to understand that you see the dynamic of like me, Savage, and Nems. We spend hours in the back office, hours with the bat signal calls and that. This, what I've just said, is nothing in comparison to what was said beyond. So yeah, This is natural. This is normal.
Okay.
Yeah, man. They know about the rooftops. You know what I'm saying? They know. You know what I mean?
I'm a fast fire in that. Would you man rather coach England and win the World Cup, or your mandem's country of origin and also win the World Cup? What does that mean, bro? You're trying to say I'm not from England, bro?
Home country, bro.
Yeah, you're from England. I'm confused.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because you said all country of origin. So is everyone okay? You got Jamaica. You know what I mean? Everyone else. Jerry's born here, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's Polish, bro.
Nah, Jerry doing that Poland thing, bro. Jerry going back to the roots and that. I heard still, Jerry. I didn't know you was Polish, man. Big up yourself, man.
At least you have
Polish and Ghanaian, yeah, man. That's my first language.
Dan, you know what's crazy, Jerry? I wish when I first met you, I'd known that, man. I turned down big jobs in Poland, you know.
Yeah, man. You'd have loved it over there.
Yeah, for the snow hit different over there.
Because just a question I asked my son. I was speaking to my son about this the other day. You know, I honestly just said country of origin and that. And a lot of people, when they say that, they're not even talking about where you're born, innit? So usually, I would be like, I'm this because my mom or my grandparent, whatever. And I just want to ask, how far does that go back, bro? Everyone picks and chooses, and this is not a real thing.
I think in the UK, speaking from UK's perspective, I think the reason why we've got that is because majority, and I'm thinking I might be over exaggerating, but maybe like 70 to 80% are first, second, third max.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's very, very recent.
Yeah,
I think we'd only know what the answer would be in 10 generations down the line, where the unit's just in the UK. I think you'd get a lot of people saying, I'm from the UK, as you get in the States, right? Where people just, I'm American, right? Yeah. But when you're first generation, second generation, like, yeah, you're British, but you're very much influenced by the environment you're in. And if your communities ain't assimilated like that, like Polish community ain't assimilated into the British community the way it has in America, right? Where you're getting bare people you're watching Friends and you go, oh, that guy's got a Polish surname, but his name, but he don't speak Polish at all because that's just his whatever origin,
you mean,
right?
Like the thingy, like the Irish Americans who are just American, but
that are just American, right?
Yeah.
But whereas in Poland, the communities are just still there, innit? Like you can go to certain people and they don't speak English; they're just speaking Polish the whole time they're here. So it's like if there's no assimilation, then you're always going to be drawn to obviously the culture of your parents naturally, I think. Now, I'm speaking from an African perspective as well. Whereas obviously with Jamaicans, it's a different, and Caribbeans,
that's why I asked. It's not that it's an issue. I just think of these stuff all the time. But like, see how you just said that's from an African perspective, and then you're talking about Jamaica, and then I'm like, well, yeah, one's a continent and one's a country, and there ain't really like the origins are African anyway.
No, 100%. But from an African perspective, I mean that from a Ghanaian perspective and the Nigerians, they haven't been here for as long as the Jamaicans have. So their identity is completely different because of Windrush and all of that. Like majority of Africans that came to the country are talking late 80s, 90s, 2000s, really. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas Jamaica's been there from the 50s. It's a completely different, do you know what I mean, experience. And some majority of them have been there from even before that because of colonialism and the connection. So when you're talking about like the influence, like you can see the Caribbean influence in the UK culture is way larger than the African one. You're seeing the African one start to emerge now with music and stuff. But I say Wagwan, I say blood, I said, bro, I've got no Jamaican blood in me at all. Do you understand? So it's a different, our connection, well, my connection with Britain will be different than my boy that's from Jamaica because
that makes sense.
They're from here. I think that's the best way to put it.
Favorite ever sports person outside of football? That's for all ears.
Ooh, good question.
Lightning bolt.
Okay, you saying?
Schumacher.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
Ferrari enough.
I've got two, but I can't decide, man. Or three, I can't decide.
That's a tricky question.
Yes.
Yeah, there's loads in it. But I'm like, when the Formula One bag, bro, but he was the guy that put it on the map.
I want to say LeBron.
I say Steph Curry.
LeBron. Yeah, mine's Kobe. So yeah. Nice.
Yeah, Kobe's a good one. That's on my mind as well. LeBron for me.
Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior?
I see Hulk Hogan getting I see some of the stuff on LeBron. It's bad. It's bad.
I did now. Now.
I know.
Yeah.
Not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago. Now.
No, yeah, dumb, bro.
That's and obviously I'm not into wrestling like that, but I was a bit confused. I was like, but why now? Like, he's dead.
But why they cooking him?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
No, I know why they're cooking him, but I'm saying why now? Like, as Jerry said, like, why not 5? In my mind, like, I feel like everyone is mad angry now, though. I woke up
because he died yesterday, and they've been cooking him, but they've been cooking him.
No, but Savage, the way that I'm seeing people talk about him now is like they've had this pent up, like,
because he's dead
with him, and no, I know.
So they're trying to they're trying to combat the people who are like, all right, and they're on some like, but Bonin put him. I seen like putting him in a spliff and all that, bro. Like smoking.
Bro, I saw Rest in Piss. Bro,
yeah. People are really on that still. Like I ain't
Rest in Piss is crazy.
I've seen. I don't think there's a hierarchy in that, but I've seen people do way worse than Hogan, bro, and man not be like that. So I'm just on some. I'm just on some. I'd rather just not say anything if that's the case than go anyway. Because at the end of the day, whether the person's a piece of shit or whatever, and that man still got family and that. So I'm not really on. You know what I mean? Because all that stuff like racist comments from like 15 years ago. He got put on videotape on it with some racist comments and that, bro. But yeah, man, you already know how it goes, bro. Like, people don't really have legit morals when it comes to that thing. It's like who you like the most on it, really. It's one of them ones, bro. Question: do you guys think humanity went and left men acting like? Well, Jesus Christ, man, what the? Men are moving sassy and women moving like men. Do you see humanity going back to normal?
What's normal?
I was just about to say that.
Traditional beliefs across the board. I think that's probably what I'm thinking. Honestly, means not.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say
yeah. No, it's a good question, G.
I don't think you will. I don't think
it's a good question because man trying to normalize the past, like things back there was cool and that, bro. Like what are we talking about?
Yeah,
like you see what I'm saying? Normal when we're saying, yo, go in the kitchen and stay in there. Men are out here.
Zubiri, have you seen the skit of the brother when he's like of the guy that says 1950s, like they want a traditional husband?
But that
he's like, shut the hell up, Josephine, and he just beating her, and he's like, get in the kitchen and get me.
Thing though, do you guys class what as men were just telling women to run in the kitchen and cook?
No, ends. The thing is,
American thing. That ain't a
no. Ends.
Telling my grandmother to
ends. What I'm trying to say, I just use that as a obvious example of when people say normal. In every time there's something weird or bad going on, and we try to be like, yo, it ain't like the 90s. What do you mean 90s when man was just doing up cracking that? Like.
Yeah, but this is like we're talking about relationships. These guys.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but even relationships back then, man, was bare abusive to like the women in that, bro. Like relationships back then was rough, bro.
Where is
and toxic in the same sense? What do you mean? Where's the evidence, bro? It's there.
No, because none of us can speak from a first term unless you speak to your grandparents, bro. And if your granddad was doing that, then let us know. But mine wasn't.
Bro, yo, my granddad had my granddad. No. Listen.
But to that point,
bro, my granddad had 3 wives and 21 kids, 7 apiece. I don't want to go back to them times. That's not normal. Man had land and slaves, bro.
Normal though. But that isn't normality.
But that's what man saying going back to normal. That is normal for my village. Ends. That's not normal. That is normal for my village.
I man them one at a time.
No, but your experience can't be as the norm, bro. That's your
but what is the norm?
Because
the question to us.
3 wives. You're saying it was a normal, but not everyone had 3 wives.
Yeah, man,
Bob Marley had baby mums. It's normal.
Jabiru, you are taking away from what Ends is saying because obviously you know that when he says normal, he ain't talking about individually you. normally when people say normal, it's normally a generalization in it of what the majority are doing.
But I think to Zaburi's point, I think to Zaburi's point, what he's saying though is that again we're saying that none of us were here to have first-hand experience, right?
Yeah.
So even your ideas on the fact that it was normal, I'm not saying you per se ends, but people saying, let's go back to how it was before. We weren't even there to know how it was before.
But this is why
we only know the outcome. The only thing we know is the outcome of certain things that have happened without having to be there, right? And the outcome that we've gone and seen is from, you can even speak your parents or parents before, whether it was abusive this or people being beaten up, or you get in America a lot of the time where uncles are doing this to this daughter, or this is happening, and there's so many other like negative things that have happened before. Yeah, we haven't had first-hand experience, but we know the outcome of whatever was going on then. That can lead us to a point where we know, is that the direction we want to go or don't know? The problem we've got now is there's certain things that we view.
I'm asking because I feel like we're gonna mention other stuff that has nothing to do with what the question was.
No, but the question is, and that's why when I think G's first reaction is like, what's normal? The beauty of this is you might say, oh, I'm in America, so you only think like American. I was born and raised in Jamaica. I spent 16 years there, bro. What I'm telling you, what's normal for me in Jamaica, it's not normal for you, man. So you, man, can't say, yo, Zabir, that's not normal, and push it to the side. It was very normal. Like, it's happening to today. Like Jerry said about the uncles and the niece and that. Like, bro, I got, like my dad got cousins in that. Bro, it was normal for chicks to get pregnant at like between 9 and 12. That was normal. I still know of that happening. It is a normal thing. For me, I can't say what's normal for you is abnormal because it's not normal for me. The question is like to the panel. Yeah, but the relationship thing is, I'm saying, bro, I think it's very bad no matter what time you put it, whether man is sensitive or not sensitive. It's like, is either man or sensitive or toxic. I don't feel like there was ever a smooth sailing middle ground where it's just like calm, every man is good, taking care of the kids, not cheating, stepping out. I don't know of a time like that. I just know of a toxic time and this fruity ass time. There's never been a sweet spot in there where it's like, yeah, all the men number one job and all of that. Nah, bro, I'm from Jamaica, bro. Everybody know the stigma. 3 baby moms. I got 3. It's normal. So
Jerry said, like, we none of us lived it because we see the results of it and that. So I get what you're saying, Zabiri. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but you just said the first 16 years of your life, but that question's kind of going to us as adults, and or as a certain age, and that part of your life is you spent more time living in America than you have here, or outside of Jamaica than you have in Jamaica.
Almost. Yeah, almost.
So that stuff you would experience later on in life, which that means you've had 2 different normals, pretty much. But
it is here. It is here as well.
Yeah, but
so that's what I'm saying, like, bro. Yeah, no, but I'm like, so like how Jerry was saying about America and the thing. No, there's actually like Jamaican communities where men just don't speak proper English. Polish community was just straight Polish. Asia town, Chinatown, where they just speak their thing. Bro, it's still happening here, bro. Big Jamaican man doing the same thing. So like I can't speak for the white man and I can't speak for the Puerto Ricans, but from like what's normal to me and the Jamaican man them, yeah, bro, that is normal. Like I've never known a faithful Jamaican guy. So what is normal? Yeah. You know what I'm trying, bro? Yeah. Like I'm not trying to throw the man them under the bus and name them individually, but all the men them are married and they all got 2 things on the. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think to Zabiri's point. Right?
Can you bring back up the question, bro? Please.
Yeah, it's from a book. It's from a book that I actually read. Yeah, it's from a book that actually I've read multiple times, but I've got it actually here. Yeah, Conversation with God. What you kind of realize is you can't. Well, for me anyway, this is how I think. You don't know.
All right, thanks.
You don't know what you are until you know what you're not. Right. So I know it sounds mad and complicated, but what I mean is you don't know whether that how it was before is good, and you wouldn't know it's good, right? Unless you knew what was bad, right? So if you just didn't know anything, you don't know anything. So the only reason why we can have a conversation where we can say, do you think humanity went left? Whether you think it went right or left, or people have their different opinions, right? It's only because you would know how it was before, right? And what happens, you get to a period where you might be like now, right? And there'll be a next generation that go and experience what you're in now and be like, you know what?
Yeah, of course.
Because I know this, I know it's not like that. And then we'll try and go to the polar opposite. And then all of a sudden you get there and you're like, yeah, now I know it's not like that. And you have this kind of pendulum that's constantly swinging. So listen, humanity going back to normal, I don't know. But whether humanity will go back to how it was before, you're seeing it, I think, with the rise of Trump and all of these conservatives and stuff that are trying to push these ideals, innit? To an extreme extent. So we might get there, next 10, 15 years.
I can't speak for honesty too much, but I think his overall thing from this question is more on just men being more masculine and women being more feminine, honestly. Because he said men acting like...
But bro, back then, man was way more zesty, bro. From like the Spartan man, them and them, man, bro. Man been on the DL, bro. Like,
come on, man. We're not talking about Spartan times. We weren't there, bro. Like,
he's probably talking from, you say, from like 50s and upwards, probably 40s and upwards.
But man been in that with the Colts and that, bro.
But that's not majority, bro.
Even if it's not the 50s, just honest is life, innit? Even if it's just talking about, because everything has changed, and even in the last 5 years, things have changed. And if he's talking about Mandem acting, but people are more flamboyant. Everyone's more expressive with the way they act about stuff like that. I had that in the 70s as well with certain movements, and everyone was acting more expressive. But yeah, man, I think it's fair to say we're seeing a shift to more conservative ideals, though. You're seeing way more rhetoric and parties and discussions around whether it's Catholic kind of conservatism in the US and this, and you've got Trump in power. You go and look in Europe and look at all the different types of leaders that have been appointed, right? It's very, very like right wing as opposed to being left wing. So to his point, it probably is going to go back to there. But I think my analysis on that is we get there and then the extremes of it we're not going to like, and then we're going to try and move back. And I think it's just I was going to say that because how do you can't put like everything that's everyone's started to be more expressive and come out and doing certain things. You can't put that back in a jar now. No matter how the ideals that change, bro. Like jokes aside, people are more expressive with these different ideas and sexuality in the open instead of being hidden. It doesn't matter who ends up being conservative. Now you can't put it back in the jar. So if you start telling man we're changing these different laws, so we're not going to say these certain things, they ain't going to listen. It's over with. It's going to cause
problem is it depends. Yeah, but the thing is, that's what happened previously, if you go back to like, I know it's ages ago, but going back to like just paganistic religions and the emergence of Christianity and these secular movements, right? That's what happens, and then all of a sudden they're telling you, "Nah, you got the Greeks." They're telling the Romans, "You got to move like us." They're like, "What?" No. All of a sudden they're gonna, and that's the thing that you're seeing now. I think you go and look at. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Mehdi Hassan with the 20 versus 1. I don't know if anyone watched that.
Yeah, I watched it.
Bro, that was mental,
Jubilee.
bro. And
looking for that,
Jubilee, it was mental. And the worst thing about that is that everyone was my age and below, bro. Yeah. Everyone he was back getting with, majority of them were young people. And you're like, so that's what's rising. Bro, give it 10, 15 years, we'll probably go towards it.
I do agree.
And then
you know what you just said about people not knowing. It's a cool quote, though. So you read in that book because that's basically what Thanos said in Endgame, and he tried to wipe everyone out so no one knew what was going on before, innit? Because if you don't know what happened before, you only know what you know, innit? And it's a mad shift still. Like I don't know, man. Every time I hear these, like there was in the last like 5 years, we had all like loads of the red pill stuff, and then you have people combating it, and they try to do what you just said, where it's like you're not speaking from points that you never even lived. You're just guessing. That's why when man get into arguments, they're like, "Oh yeah, but primarily when we was in the caves," I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? That's not a normal conversation to go back to. And that we were doing this and women should do whatever." I'm like, brother, again, everyone always speaks on the positive side of we want to go back to those times because this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, but you would have been in a mine, bro, with no protection and with a helmet, and you would have been fucked. Do you want to go back to that as well? Why you want your woman to go in the kitchen? Do you want to go work in these mines for 12 hours a day, bro, and have mashed up lungs and that? You don't. And that's what everyone always.
Or do you want your wife to die? Do you want your wife to die from giving birth because there's no medicine in that?
Like Jerry, from that example, if they're talking about, go back to the the woman goes back to the kitchen, and then you go to war, bro. So when war comes, go in it with no training and
no training.
You can't choose like, yo, you've been chosen, you gotta go. My son's 17. He's eligible,
bro. He's eligible.
He's a healthy youth, bro. Man, like, oh yeah, dad, you get me any Xbox games? Dad, bro, you going to war, bro? What are you talking about? See you later.
You need your
you man are basically proving the statement I made where I said it doesn't matter what time you go back to, relationship wise or not. There's something that's so negative there. There's no point going back to that, bro. We just have to allow that. Like you said, if it's out the jar, leave it out the jar. If it's in the jar, leave it in there.
Yeah, we didn't say you was wrong when you said it. I was just saying that when Jerry made the point of people keep talking about stuff that they never lived it. They just know the outcome of it. So everything sounds more positive, innit? Especially if you never lived it. And even stuff that people saw but wasn't involved in it. People's memories and that are skewed by nostalgia and stuff sometimes. And then remember how great that movie was? Go back and watch it. I'm like, yeah. But it doesn't mean
I'll give you man an example before I jump out. So my boys and them, they're fixated with like building a house in Jamaica. And I'm like, bro, we all live here, right? And they're like, nah, but you remember how it was in Jamaica? And I was like, yeah, bro. We was bored out of our minds. We was just smoking weed at 6. It wasn't fun. Like some of you, man, was walking around barefoot with no shoes on and that. Like it, for some reason, you remember the fun times, bro. Do you remember when you was hungry? You had to come over and I had to cut my dinner in half so you can eat. Like, what are we trying to go back to, bro?
Do you know what is the berry? Right? When it's so funny. Like I actually said it in the book as well. Is like when you're in the moment, you don't realize that those are the good old days. These are the good old days. But you don't realize it until later down the line, and you'll be sitting there and you'll be like, you know what? Remember when we used to just chat nonsense on stream with Savage, G, Enz, and Zabiri, and we spoke about those are the good old days. But you're not realizing that these are the good old days because you're preoccupied with what was before or what was after without being present.
No, that's the best point. That's the best point.
Yeah, it's the now, man. It's the now, man. But man, I gotta jump. Savage, big up as always, man. Thanks for letting me get that off my chest as well, man. You're a staple to the community, You're really a community man. Thanks, some man claim it, bro, but they ain't about it, bro. Yeah, G, always, man. Big up the kids and that. Jerry, hey, big up the Polish people and them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know still. Now I know. Enz, hey, charge up, man. These men don't know about twinkle toes in the grass and that. People in the chat, hey, look after yourself, man.
Nah, it's true though what we just said because I think me, G, and Enz were speaking the other day about like playing outside as a kid, innit? And we're talking about like everyone's got. It doesn't matter where you live. There's the same stories somehow. You get me? Don't man, them got some fresh stuff on. Make sure you don't get wet when no one throws no water balloons at you and that. Make sure this happens. Come on when the lights are back. Yeah, bruv. Don't go eat at no one's house. All these different things. Yeah, you're right, man. I think if you had a time machine in those times, you could see the outcome and everything's going to be okay. Then you could enjoy it a little bit more. But let's be honest, bro. Sometimes in the time, we're gassing about it now, but it weren't it, bro. Because I remember being pissed off when there was no goal line technology in football, bro. And then when he came in, I was like, oh, okay, man. Yeah, I mean, there's little things that you'll see. Things change, and nostalgia does play a part, but I don't think nostalgia it doesn't make everything perfect back in the day, but it also doesn't mean that when you go back and watch it now and it's shit, that it was shit. It's just different times, isn't it? Because you don't know what you don't know. Like if you watch a movie with like bad CGI, it's only bad CGI because CGI is good now. Like San Andreas graphics when you play it now are not good, bro. They're not good at all, bro. Like man, they ain't got no fingers. Man's riding the bike. Nah, he has
just like this and that, like.
Yeah, but when I was playing San Andreas, bro, it's the greatest thing of all time.
Man to the hands like this, man to the hands like this.
Bro, you remember old school FIFA and that with the hands and they got no effect, bro. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that you lot probably have the same where you would have wished for as a kid. Like, imagine technology does this in the future, or can't wait for this to happen. And now it's happened. Man, I'm moaning about it happening. like how many times all of us, Enz loves this. Sorry, man, I need something to watch. And I'm always like, brother, you have about 10,000 things to watch before you had a few. Remember when 900 Sky Channel sounded like a lot, bruv? And out of the 900, you was only watching 30 anyway. Man's got 10,000 things to watch. Talking about, I ain't got nothing to watch. That's why man them who go prison always they always come out with like, you watch that episode, you watch that season of whatever, and you're like, man, ain't nobody watched that. Well, they did, because they had 10 DVDs to pick from. So they watched it.
It's with sport, we're so sport for choice in everything now. Even things like I remember when I was younger and I used to always like say like Friday nights we used to always know, okay, that's like takeaway night, right?
Yeah.
So you always know, okay, yeah, calm. But we used to like me and my brother used to always sit there and think, man, wouldn't it be sick if you could just like like go on your phone and just like order food, like yourself. But when I say obviously you can do that anyway by calling them, but I mean like go on your phone, basically Just Eat, Deliveroo, whatever these other apps that they've got. Like we were like, yeah man, that would be so sick, because then you could just order it, you could just sit down, wait for it to come. You don't have to do anything. Like I don't have to get up every Friday. I'm always the one being sent to the shop. All right, get everybody's food, mom, dad, the brother, sister, get everyone food. I'm taking the time to walk up, make sure I don't spill anything, make sure I get the correct change, bring it back as well. All of that stuff, bro, that's all long. These times I could just get on my phone, go on Just Eat right now, order my food. I'm good. I ain't even. And I'm just talking something really simplistic, by the way, just in terms of how technology and things move. But now people complain, you man took too long. I could have walked there instead. Yeah, you could have walked there. You could have.
When smartphones were like a massive thing, like everyone just couldn't have one. Like everyone just didn't have the bad boy phones. Now, bro, like I remember the stage where you'd hand in your CV to like for jobs and all that stuff. People, they'll say something to you like, so a lot of people will be like, I don't have a computer, I don't have the internet. You can't say that now.
No,
they'll just look at you, bro, like, oh, I'll just find somebody who does. You get me?
Yeah.
Because it's not normal not to have it, bro. As Jerry said, but like you find homeless men with contactless and phones, bro. And I'm looking at man like, what did you charge your phone in, bro? You've been sat here all day. You get me? That's why, man, I've seen fat homeless people in that. Does that make sense to you, bro? Fat homeless people.
Yeah.
What are you eating? Yeah. What calorie surplus are you in, bro? Yeah, man, it's crazy times, bro. But I think I can't speak for everyone because obviously everyone thinks different. But it seems to me like having an abundance of stuff as humans doesn't help us in it. Like we don't know how to manage it, bro. And then people just go crazy. And then you get people like Diddy. Just saying. I'm just saying, bro. No, you see Diddy and Weinstein and all that. I'm not making excuses for them. They're the piece of shit, but I'm saying having an abundance of stuff when you've just had everything you've wanted from a certain age. Man, them got bored in it. And then when they get bored, they start doing foolish stuff, bro. And then when someone tells them no, they're like, what do you mean tell me no? Like people don't tell me no. That's why when celebrities, especially like I don't know, ones that like women love and that, naturally when people stick up for them, the first thing they say is, why would he do that to her? He can get any girl he wants. That's why he did it. That's you're answering your own question. That's why he did it, because one person probably said no, and it's not normal. Abundance, bro. It's crazy business. It's crazy business. Question: do you man ever sit and take time to look at stuff you achieved in life? Because I feel as humans we always want to continue improving, but don't take time to look at our achievements. And
yeah, I do take the time out sometimes. I just don't shout about it, post about it and stuff like that. But I do take the time to reflect.
All right, G, you must ask this because
no, I don't. That's probably something that I need to work on. But I definitely don't take the time out to even just feel like, oh, you know, actually, I've done this. Like, maybe I should be a bit more happier about the other stuff, kind of thing. Because I'm like, oh, you know, I've actually done this. But it's I guess because I look at it and think, they're like, you want to do like small goals, right? Like, and you want to achieve all of these small goals to get to whatever the bigger picture is. But I'm not necessarily enjoying it because I'm like, nah, but I know what the bigger picture is. So I need to get there, and I feel like I'll get this sense of fulfillment, happiness, or whatever it is that I'm looking for when I get there. But and said he does it there. Yeah, I should really take the time out and be like, you know what, actually, you've actually done this. You know, you should actually be happy that you've been able to achieve whatever that might be. Kind of.
Is your mentality strong enough to the bigger picture you're talking about and the end goal? Is your mentality strong enough to get there in the end? Say you do it because I believe you can. And then it doesn't give you the feeling that you think it's going to give you, and you think you'll just be able to cope with it. Yes,
because I feel like whatever it is, whatever that end goal is, I don't think I'm going to get the fulfillment anyway. Like I feel like I already know that it's not going to fulfill you in the way that you probably like. I probably bigged it up so much, like, oh my goodness, like I can't wait to do this, or I can't wait to buy a house. Like, oh my goodness, can't wait till that moment comes. And you feel like you're gonna feel like, I'm gonna be this. I feel like I'm a real grown up now. I feel like when once it happens, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, so this was it. Oh, this was.
That's what I'm gonna say, because that buy your house feeling might last for like a week, I got
literally.
my own house.
Until then bills start coming in, now you're like, oh, well, this was
the thing is, it's crazy because I always observe people with these kind of things, with the achievements and that. I don't really base it on how I am because I just think completely different. So, but yeah, sometimes it's like there's a journey to whatever, then there's the end goal, and then seeing other people reach the end goal, and you're not going to feel the same way they do because you're a different person. So I always think that with like I just use them because they're a big example because they're always in our face, celebrities and all that. And I'm like, oh, if you've just been after this one thing the whole time because you thought this is going to make you happy, and then you get there and it just doesn't. You see the ones that always spiral and stuff like that. I'm like, that's what happened to you, innit? You thought that when you get to this, or because everyone's always had the same stuff since being kids. Oh, when I'm rich and when I do this,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but that's just an idea that you've got from other people, and like if you're just born and you didn't know anyone, you would never think I need to get rich, would you? It would be some other kind of fulfillment because you wouldn't know any different. And when I see people spiral, that's why always, the young child stars and all that. That's what I'm always like. You've got all that stuff that we're supposed to achieve getting there through life. You got it so early that by the time you was 18, I'm like, yeah, so what am I supposed to do now? Everyone else is doing all the, I've gone to school, I'm going to college, I'm going to go uni, I'm going to meet a girl, she's going to dump me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to this party. They're like, yeah, I've done that when I was 9, bro. Like, I was in big parties, I was in Oscar parties at 9, so what am I supposed to do now? And then some people are wise enough, or they learn and they go backwards. That's why I remember I said to you before, and I was reading on Tom off MySpace and that. Because one day I was just sitting there, I was like, where's Tom off MySpace? He was in everyone's top friends and all that. And he's like, oh yeah, he just sold the company and started taking photographs and goes and chills, bro. He just saw the bigger picture. He wasn't on that, whatever. Obviously, his idea in the first place wasn't to make MySpace and sell it for billions. It just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Let's move on. What about you, Joey?
I feel like to answer the question simply, I think no. I think I've struggled to do that. Even though, like, when I do think back, I'm like, raw, like now when you think back, you're like, raw, you've done mad things, right? But I think the reason why you don't is because you're not in the present. And I think that's something that I've fully started to do, where I'm very much being thankful, but being so in the present that you're realizing little things. And I've realized life is coming so much easier because I'm just in the present, like, with everything. We've tried to as much as I can, and I feel like people's purpose in life is not to. I don't think you're here to learn. I don't think you're here to achieve anything like that, because I think as people you can achieve anything you want. I think you can create anything you want, right, for your life. So if you wanted to do this, you can do that. If you wanted to become this, you can become that. And obviously the steps to go and do it. But I think it's to rediscover who you actually are, because I don't think people remember who they are. And I think going back to your point about the guy from MySpace, is what you realize is along the process of what you're doing. I think eventually, whether it's at death, whether it's before, is you rediscover who you are with respect to, oh, okay, like, I know I don't like this. I know I'm not a person that enjoys this. I know I'm not that guy that does this. Yeah, I was aiming for this, but that's not me, right? And what you see with a lot of people is you realize that, again, like, I, speaking for myself, I never thought I'd ever coach, ever. Ever. I never thought I'd do that. But the joy that it's giving me, like, and bear in mind, this isn't, I don't go and, take money from people. I've done one-to-ones enough times for free. I do this. It's the club give me little change in that first, but a lot of the time it's just I'm doing it. And that's something even like happened the other day where parents came to me and they're like, no, like the kids, and they gave me like a trophy and they were like, no, thank you for the thing and stuff. And I opened it and I was like, oh, thank you so much for the card, man. And like, no, there's another card. I opened it. There was like 3-4 bills in there. And the parents were just like, nah, you know what? Like, thank you for everything. And it realized, I was like, that's what it is, right? Because what I've done is I've done something.
Big up G.
Big up G.
That's given me big up G. But I've done something that's given me. It fulfills me in a way that is not to do with myself. It's not to do with like I'm getting something from it, and it's to do with me, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. It's not about someone else. It's about other people. And for me personally, that as soon as I started doing that, that was for me like the biggest indicator. I was like, raw. Like that joy there was like, oh, I get it. And there's enough other things going on, like in my life. There's enough things going on where, but let people know, they'll be like, raw, like this is mental. But when I realized that, I was like, you know what? And it kind of just put things in perspective. I know, like, oh, that's not how I am, and that this is the type of individual I am. But you knew it, but you just didn't know it. You didn't remember it. And it's not something. It's not anything. It's nothing I didn't have to learn. And that's what I believe. It's nothing that I didn't have to learn. It's nothing that I didn't necessarily know. My soul probably knew, but you don't know it. You come into the world and you're influenced by everything that's going on, and it's this and it's that. And then you realize like, oh, like this is who I am. And so long-winded and well-winded answer, but yeah, man.
It does sound like everyone.
I'd say no. Yeah, but yeah,
because I was gonna say, because I remember when when you did the marathon that time, we spoke to you after.
Yeah,
but because I was gassed for you because I could hear it in your voice how like you done it, and then I was thinking like after that day, was it just like I've done it? It's just done now.
No, do it is I'd done it, and it was like I'd done it, and what it gave me was that, oh, like if I put my mind to something, I can do it no matter how difficult it is. Like people don't realize, but I'm 6'4". Yeah, I'm not 60 kg, so running a marathon is going to be taxing on the body, even though I'm athletic. So when I'd done it, there were so many reasons why I couldn't do it. The training didn't go great. I was beefing this person. This happened. My knee popped out, and I've got no cartilage in my knees there's so many reasons why I couldn't do it. But I'd done it, right? And what it gave me was, even the day after, even to this day, right? It wasn't like, oh, I'd done the marathon and I'm great, I've done the marathon. It was more so like, oh, I'd done it. So now it's a reference point. It's like anytime there's something that goes on tough, I'm like, oh, but I did that. And that's what it's more useful for, as opposed to like, oh, that's my purpose. Like, no, it's not my purpose. But what it's shown me is that I can push the limits, and I've got willpower. And there's other things I don't have willpower with, and you succumb to them. But if I wanted to, I can. And what you realize is, it's so funny, right? Is all these people, and even myself and other people, that you're like, oh, like, I want this and I want that and I want this. The people that say it and that don't have it, ultimately, it's because you don't want it.
You don't want it.
Like intrinsically, your soul doesn't want it, even though you think you want it, but you don't know that you don't want it. Because if you wanted it, you'd have it. Because like if you wanted it, you'd have it. Like I remember, right? I used to go and say, like, this is like 10 years ago. I would say, bruv, I can't wait to have this car and this yard and stuff, right? And I never ever like put a plan in place about wanting to get these things, but I ended up having them, innit? Like, and I just ended up having them things. Like I'm today, and I'm like, right, I've got this thing, but it's never ever anything that like fulfilled me. I don't sit there and think like, right, this is a mad achievement. But ultimately, I know I didn't want it, right? But you see, like with the coaching thing, it's something that I thought I didn't want, but I want. Like it's something that like, right, I want it. Like it's something that provides something to me. Like even with the streaming thing, I know Enz keeps talking about me coming back to streaming. Bro, I thought I wanted to do the streaming thing, and guess what? When I was on it and I was saying I'm doing the streaming thing, I was getting messages of big companies about doing this and this and this and that. And how can we take like? But it was a thing where, as time went on, it was like, no, I actually don't want this though.
Yeah, bro.
I wanted the idea of it. I wanted the idea. I wanted an idea of something that planted in my seed, whether it's society, whether it's this person or it's that person, or even football. Like, I go and I always said I wanted to be a baller, I wanted to be a footballer. But I didn't. Like, I'm very honest, I didn't, because if I did, I would have been there.
Yeah.
But my soul was telling me not to. Do you understand? And you only know. For me, you only know what you don't know. No, you only know what you know, or you only know what you like if you know what you don't like.
Yeah.
And I would have never known. And I would have never known, right, if I wanted to do streaming and all of that and be in the YouTube space like that, if I didn't do it.
If you didn't do it, Yeah, because a lot of people just, again, like with all of that, there's always a backstory to stuff. So a lot of people want the outcome of stuff, and that's cool. But when you realize what you have to do to get the outcome, then I'm like, you don't really want to do it, bro. That's not what you want. You sat down and watched the podcast, and you loved that podcast so much. It was so interesting. And it's like, oh, two people sitting down with a mic. I want to do that. Yeah, okay. Until your first one comes out and there's 2 views on it, you'll find out very quick if you want to do it or not. You just found out you just wasted all your time. You told us all, I just want to have a conversation with my brethren, and I don't care who watches. Okay, so don't worry about the 2 views then. Keep going. You do care. You know what I mean? You want the end goal. I want to be on this. And some people just want to be recognized for not for doing anything. They're trying to find the quickest way to get there. But I know with used to, it ends the same as well. It seems like most of the people I surround myself with, their fulfillment ends up coming from doing stuff for other people, like services for other people. It's just what it is, bro. Because I got to the point where I'm like, I got quite wise to stuff, and then I stopped caring about. Well, I didn't care in the first place. I went for a stage where I told myself that I cared about all the stuff that everyone cares about. Because as a kid, I thought it was weird not to care about this stuff. So I tried it, and I don't care, bro. So it is what it is. And then I'm like, now I have to just be comfortable with not caring and not caring what other people think. Now I don't care what other people think. So it's true, like, when you really want something. Bro, the last time I wanted something like that bad, and then this was my missus, bro. I'm not even taking the pic, bro. Like I didn't want a girl at all, bro. I didn't want a missus, bro. And then I met her, and I was like, yeah, this is mad stuff. I can't just not. Yeah, it's no one else saying that. That's that's mine, bro.
And I lock this down.
Yeah, bro, and it works, bro, because it's just perfect for me, bro. It's not hard work. It's just fun in it and life. So it's ride or die thing, bro. But it's true, man. And now I'm not one of these weird parents. I don't live through my son like that. But that's where my happiness comes from. Like, if everyone around me is cool, trust me, I'm cool, bro. It doesn't matter if I've got like it doesn't make my legs broken, I'm in pain or whatever. If everyone around me is cool, that's where my coolness comes from. I can't just be calm when someone close to me is going through some like dark shit. It just doesn't sit right with me. My missus says something now, like, I'm feeling bad, I can't be cool. My son's feeling upset, I can't be cool. But I'm really just, when he said about sitting there taking through achievements and that, yeah, I do. It's just that my achievements are different now. Like the intrinsic stuff that you can't give me a certificate or a fucking YouTube play button and it's going to gas me. But I saw my son perform at a theatre the other day, like a proper theatre, like some theatre that's been there 200 years and that. And he got standing ovations, the loudest shit I've ever heard. And then when I went outside, they were treating him like a celebrity and that coming. I was like, raw, this is bad, bro. And I have no part in teaching him how to act. I just gave him confidence to go, yeah, bro, just like, you can do it. If this is what you really want to do, then me and your mum and we'll back you. If it's not what you want to do, we'll move on to something else. And that's what I get gassed off. But you know what I mean? It's one of them. You have to just take it in, man. But for people, I will say though, for people who achieve stuff that are quite little to the rest of the world, if you want to celebrate it. Because I see people try and downplay other people's achievements. You can't tell them what their achievement is, bro. You know what I mean? You can't do that, bro, because you don't know how hard.
But it's all. This is my point. It's all relative, innit? Like
exactly
the story of flipping, like the story of whoever on a flipping show, bro, that you watch, innit? Bro, that's loads of people go through something like that. It's just not being publicized.
It's not publicized.
You know what I mean, for every individual, if you went and wrote a story about someone's life and you narrated it and hit the right emotive notes, everyone would be like, "Raw, what a film, bro." Yeah. Man had to do this, and then this happened, and then that happened in his life. And but if you picture it the right way, and like I said, it's I think that's what it is. Where we're told from, do you know what I mean, from our parents, from early on, which is that this is like this. You've got to think like this. This is how the world works. This is what it is. This is your belief system and stuff. Yeah. When in reality, bruv, there's no right or wrong to anything that you do in your life, because ultimately, within yourself, you will not know what you are until you know what you're not.
Yep.
But you only know what you're not if you don't do stuff in it. You don't experience life.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
How do you know you like football if you haven't played? How do you know you like that food if you haven't eaten it?
You know what? I know you're right, yeah, because I've always said this, yeah. Whoever the fastest man in the world is probably is not the fastest man in the world, but he chose to do athletics, isn't it?
Yeah,
exactly.
So that's what I always just think that all the time. Like, I get it. The achievement, you're a bad boy for that. In the terms of this sport, you are the fastest man in the world, but you're not the fastest man in the world, bro. and you're not the strongest man in the world either, bro. But that other guy's in the village lifting stuff for his community, ain't really on some, you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's just in the back jungles, bro. Just
and that's why they always what's that thing they used to say, man? I stand by it still because I saw this, but when they're like all the ideas that are in a cemetery and that, bro. Like when you see all the headstones and that, like you know how much stuff are in there. Like the fastest man in the world is probably there, bro. Or the smartest man, or the dumbest man. Who knows, bro? But yeah, man, it's a madness still. I'll try and move through this quick now. Question: what skills have you seen from the mandem on the panel, and if it improves, he will be get much. Oh, okay, so what skills have you seen from the mandem on the panel that if it improves, they'll get much further in life?
I'd want to restructure that.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing then.
Much further in life is mad, but I can say like something that I've seen that I feel like if they pushed more or they focused on that, they could be. But again, they may not want to do it in it. That might not be them.
Yeah.
But something that I've seen, I'm like, right, that is mental. I think. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, mad man.
I would say if they gave the mandem the platforms to go and speak, I don't know if the world would be ready, but what would they like in terms of the knowledge, the likability, there's just things I'm like I've learned from the mandem I've seen. I'm like, bro, if people put you in or people put yourselves in certain positions, it might be crazy, you know. It might I just think like nah, because I've seen the people they put on a pedestal, and I'm like, they're not even there. They're not even that. And I'm like, if you put these guys on not even on a pedestal, but put them in a position of where their words could transcend. Oh my days, bro! People's life, I honestly think people will change their mind. Like, just listen to what Jerry just said as well. There's people online saying these things, but it's the wrong type of people. It's the ones that want something from it. If you put that and you packaged it and send it, and he's like, this brother don't want nothing from it. Different level, bro. And that's why you had people, you know, that's from the past that's hit like mad levels, and people still talk about them to this day. But it wasn't a finance thing. But they've left their mark on the planet, and it wasn't even a financial thing. What the reason why they did what they did.
You know, it's mad now. If anyone like that who would give that kind of advice, who's been there already now, we live in a time where nobody's gonna believe them, innit? They sound like scam artists, bro. Like, every time I see people saying like positive stuff online, whether it's I'm putting together this course because, and I'm not one of the people who's like, oh, he's just trying to get money. No, get paid, bro. Because if you're gonna put all your time into this, get paid as well. But it's very hard to just differentiate which one of them is. Are you actually? You said you just want to help people. I don't know if you do.
Do you want to really help?
And the thing is, what kills it rattles me all the time is someone here is telling the truth, but I don't know any of you, bro.
Yeah.
And you sound just like him. And we've all of us on the panel have done this. Go on YouTube, about to watch end Jerry's video. Advert comes on. Hey, don't skip. Do you know that blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, nah, man, you skip, bro. He might have been the guy who was actually trying to help me, you know. But get off my screen, bro. I saw the other guy with the Ferraris and that, what weren't his, with the library that weren't his and the yard that weren't his. And then I found out you were scamming, man. I said, oh, bro.
So now I can't trust
it's that theory, innit? It's that theory where, obviously, because I'm in business, like it's something that like I apply to people. Like when you're selling something, right, and especially when it comes to selling, or when you're trying to, when you're selling, whether it's yourself or anything like that, I guarantee you, and I'll ask everyone to do it in the chat because I've actually done it myself. Get some P out. If you don't have the P, whatever, but just think about it. Get a tenner out and stand outside and just list people just in a busy street, Oxford Street, wherever, and be like, "Sorry, excuse me, I just want to give you £10." No, not interested. No. No one's gonna listen to you. There'll be one individual that might be like, and take it. The vast majority won't want to. No matter how you sell yourself, no matter how you go. If you were just the first thing you were to say and be like, do you want my £20? They'll be like, no. They'll walk away from you.
They'll walk away from you.
No, because you've both seen it on YouTube, bro. Like there'll be not the fake pranksters and that, but there's always the one where it's like, say there's somebody just handing out money because they're a big YouTuber. They're gonna get paid from the views of the video anyway, but they're handing out money. But before they do that, they're waiting for someone to be kind to them. So they'll be holding like a piece of cardboard saying, "I just want to say hello," or yeah, blah, blah. And then I'll be like, nah, I'm not interested. And then you'll see the person hand the money, and then the person who you just turns around like, oh, swear down. So you're gonna give me money? Like, yeah, all you have to do is say hello. All you have to do is say hello, and this would have been you, bro. And I know Jerry's
2 bags would have been yours.
Yeah, I know Jerry's right because me and Enz, same. We're both like phone salesmen at one time, innit? And that is the one because that time I'm trying to get my sales in it, but there was always a customer that like I'm like, nah, but let me just rock with this person because they're actually struggling with the phone. This old lady actually wants this. To her, she's probably thinking when I walked up to her in the store, she probably thought, oh my god, here comes another sales fucking. Yeah, you should think that about me. But in that moment, I was actually being, and that it's crazy how it works, bro. It is what it is. Liz said I had to sign a DNR that said do not resuscitate.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
And living will this week. What would you put in yours?
A living will, I'm not sure what I put in, but I've had to sign a DNR for my grandma, so I know that's mad.
Yeah, same.
I know that is mad.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd put in it, to be fair. These little fuckers got everything already, bro. Not putting it for them. Nah.
Beja said, did you know a time when the TV went off? This is from the
No, I don't.
Yeah, my nan used to be on that.
Yeah, what did they say? They used to be like 8 o'clock or something.
My nan was on some devious thing, but when I think of the time I can spend on all my sons on the Xbox now, brother, he would have just told my nan, you know what? There's no point in me playing it. Because you know, like parents and grandparents, they don't understand gaming times, innit? Telling me like, I'll go on then half an hour. Half an hour? By the time I've loaded in, this shit's got 20 minutes left. It's not worth my time, bro.
Yeah, by the time I played the one game, you're rushing me off because he ain't finished.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Okay. The young zombie thing, that's like an hour and a half.
It's crazy, man. I said Jerry did the one call-in show and said, nah, fuck it.
Me, bro.
Do what it is. I just can't do. The biggest thing is, if I'm being honest, I just can't do the. My team's better than your team, and we're better than you, and I couldn't care less, bro.
That's what we don't. But yeah, we don't do that though. When was the last time?
No. I'm not saying you guys do, but that's why I'm on here, innit? That's why I'm on you guys. That's why I'm on here. I'm yours. Bruv, the other thing, man, are just doing the shameless thing. Like, Liverpool the best. Like, bruv, if you don't have a conversation or just about just whatever, just allow it, man. Just allow me, please. And then what annoys me as well, and this is again, this is what I'm working on, but it's ego, innit? When man can't do 10 kick-ups, bro. When man can't do 10 kick-ups. You're telling man how to kick ball, but you don't know how to do 10 kick-ups. Allow me, man. Allow it. Like that, I know that's mad. That's an ego thing for me, but still, it's
not an ego thing. It's not, because in any walk of life, you have to have some sort of knowledge in the field, or being able to do what you're saying that you're criticizing other people for, innit? So you can't every field.
Yeah,
that's true. But I shouldn't care, innit? But I shouldn't care. So I get it. I agree.
Yeah, you should.
I shouldn't care. But it annoys me, innit? It annoys me. Like, where I just. Again, even an idea I had. Like, I'll chat to you, man, later. But yeah, just you can't do kick-ups. You're out, bro. You're just out. Fine.
I hear what you mean though about that. I shouldn't care business, because me and Nen spoke about this, and I said to him like, eventually, bro, you end up being your own problem in it, because no matter how much that person's annoying me, I just don't watch, bro. This is simply what it is. Because then it's like I'm the problem. There, really, if I don't watch them, they're not in my, you know what I mean? There's someone on YouTube doing some makeup tutorial that I don't care about, and I would never care about, and I'll never see it, and I have to treat them like that. But I get it, because they keep popping up in my damn algorithm, bro. But that's why I don't like, you talk about people being soft earlier. That's why people think I'm a dickhead, bro, because everyone's soft. Because, say, for example, we're doing a call-in show now, innit? And we're just talking. I don't understand why people can't just have a conversation anymore. Say, like, oh, yeah, thanks for coming on and all that, and enjoy it. They always have to do this, like, bullshit. Have you got a channel? You should start YouTube. No, they shouldn't. No, bro. I don't understand why it's always, like, this small talk thing. Just get, bro. No, bro. I don't understand where it comes from. It's like when I'm in the when I'm in the gym. People do that in the gym all the time. As soon as somebody's in a little bit of shape, You compete. You should compete. You should do body. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't, bro. That's why people. Bro, that's why people end up on X Factor getting embarrassed and that. And what does Simon say to them? Who told you could sing, bro? Oh, but mom, your mom's a liar, bro.
I wonder how those conversations are like bus riders back home, bro. When you're sitting with your mum, you're like, bro, mum, why did you tell me I'm good? You are, don't worry.
You already know they're gonna use you in the outtakes as well.
All that happens is 10 years later, she's sitting in a therapy room and she's like, yeah, my mum lied to me. She told me I'm great when I'm not.
Their abuse online because
man. I understand. Like, I think if you're using something, if you're smart, you can use something as a vehicle to get somewhere else. And I understand those people who, no, I really don't want to do this, but I'm using it to get to this because it's an easier way now. Smart, innit? This is smart business, bro. But it's what Jerry said, because sometimes I think like that. I say to Enzo like, are you going live and that? Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to lie, bro. I ain't going live just to talk about nothing, bro. I feel like I should have content out, but I can't do the fraudulent. And that's the problem I have because I'm a very consistent person. At one point, I was throwing out like 4 videos a day on every channel, bro. Long, bro, and streams and that. But then it's like, I'm not enjoying this. So now I'm going to sound repetitive every time I talk about it. But I use it as a vehicle to get somewhere else. Because Enzo knows, bro, I'm after the Barstool contract. Bro, I told man this early, bro. Like wrestling, I'm using it I used to just have it because I wanted to talk about wrestling. I enjoy it. And everyone's like, oh, you should. But because I'm like, no, I'll do this when I want to. And now, wrestling's kind of shit. I enjoy it sometimes, but a lot of it's kind of shit. And I don't want to just come on and moan about something all the time. Because as I said, there comes a point where if you're going to moan about something all the time, just don't talk about it, innit? But I've built a brand off it. My vehicle is, see how we're talking now? This is me. Sit me down with interesting people and let me just speak to them. It's an interview technically, but I just want to spew off random thoughts that I've had on my head, random questions, and ask people who I'm interested in those answers. And that's me, bro. And I know how to monetize it. I just need to get there, and I need a bigger platform to get there and get paid. And then, yeah, that's what it is. I don't want to do all the other bullshit. It's one of those, man. I can't do the fraudulent and, you know what I mean? Liverpool's getting scary every day with the stupid face. Not, man, my thing. Bro.
Oh, no, that clip yesterday was jokes because we all did it and then they got to that point, bro. He was jokes, yeah, because I saw so many of them. So many like scary looking faces.
Yeah, man. I just think the world would be a little bit better if everyone was a bit more honest with everyone.
Can you moan at them? This is what YouTube said, innit? You put your face on it, you look scary, people are gonna click it. You look scared or you look happy or you look overexcited, they know they're gonna click it. Can you be mad at it? Really? We know, like, but you know, I think we don't have a problem with that as such. It's the
just have some originality in it. That's all I'm saying.
I think the problem we have, I think it's with the people that fall for it.
No.
That they go, oh my days, I can't believe they think Liverpool's scary. And you're like,
I'll to be honest, bro. I just think the man look like, I don't care who it is, I'm just being 100% honest because I don't care. I just think the man look like idiots, bro. So when it comes across my algorithm, I'm just like, what the fuck is this, bro? And usually they're all connected to each other in it. So I'm like, so all of you have got the same rotted Liverpool looking scary thing, bro. And tomorrow Chelsea's looking scary.
Which one is scary, bro? Which one of us is scary?
I'm not, bro. Just relax.
Someone scariest. Liverpool looking the most scariest.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, the more stuff gets flooded and then it doesn't stand out. So now that thumbnail doesn't stand out anymore.
Yeah, like I heard something the other day. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. Like in depth, what someone on the platform reached out to someone else and was like, "You see, this individual and Jerry and that back in the day, yeah, they were the pioneers. Like they were saying all of this about Klopp, and they knew like if a manager comes in, it might be better, and we'd sign." And they were apologizing to this individual, innit? Saying, "Rah, like I'm sorry about like we were cooking you. Like, I used to cook you. I used to tell people in the back end like, nah, he's wrong and stuff, but we're just blindsided." And I'm like, you only say that now because it's not the popular opinion.
It's not the popular opinion, yeah.
It's the unpopular opinion. But when it's actually the popular opinion because Slott's doing well. But when we're telling you, man, before, and you, man, didn't want to hear, bruv, the abuse. But mama wanted to link me in Elephant and Castle to scrap. I was pulling up to roads and waiting, and no one was turning up.
And so that too, bro. Ends had people he was beefing with as well, bro. This is what I'm saying, man. Man, I'm
Bro,
trying to
Savage, I pulled up to a road in my car, in my missus' car at the time. I didn't have a car, yeah. My car was out. I didn't have a car in a Polo, bro. Parked up, waiting for someone to pull up. They didn't pull up. See how mad that is.
Well, now we're here, bro. Jerry just said that. And you got any dark stories about YouTube? Because like,
I got plenty of stories.
because I'm just thinking, yeah, when I touched YouTube,
yeah,
the area that I was in, I was fine in it because like it's a certain type of area. I don't have to, not in real life. I mean, I'm in the wrestling space, and I don't have to worry about people over there. Fucking nerds, bro.
Yeah.
Then I started doing some football stuff and some other stuff and that, and I was like, brother, I'm not used to this shit, bro. Like I only know how to handle stuff a certain way, bro. So I've seen stuff like somebody was doing a stream before said something that was alluding to like where I was from in it. And I was like, oh, this person thinks I'm this, but yeah, it was me. But obviously, man's trying to do the decoy thing. And then he said something, and I was like, let me delete that quickly, trying to give away information about life. And then he said something, I was like, oh, I know who you are, bruv. Yeah, man, just about to, you get me? Just have to go see my man.
So big man. Yeah.
If he's on YouTube now, bro, he's under another alias, bro. But yeah, because he was spewing off the madness, bro. Yeah. So, because at the time, now I know how to deal with the internet, bro. It's internet. But back then,
yeah,
if you're coming from a certain space and expecting a certain type of respect, not on a bad man thing, just I'm respectful, so surely you're going to be respectful back. And then you don't see that happen, and man are running their mouth. I'm like, brother, you know how I found the guy? IP address, QuickTime, bro. Went on the channel. That man are stupid, bro. Like,
yeah, no.
Man was writing coding, bro. Let me just, IP address, this area, my man. Okay, let's go. It's one of those, man. Now it's internet beef, bro. But
I just try and stay out of it, bro. I don't want no problem with no one on the internet because I already know what I'm like, so I don't want it. I don't want it. That's why I said I don't get involved in the conversations. I don't get annoyed no more. I just let people say, because keep telling people, man, find the wrong side of me.
I live in internet land now, bro, to the point where as soon as man just start talking shit, and I'm not on about, oh, you got an opposing opinion. I'm not fucking moist.
Yeah, okay,
but
yeah.
When a man start talking shit, I just take their name and I'll put it in my notes. It's in my notes now, bro. No, because I saw, and bro, when
Scraps with a K.
That day, not long
Morris,
ago, when fucking came out was talking shit to me, bro. I was like, cool, you can run your mouth on stream, whatever, bro. Little man thing, and I'll see you in it at the next parade. It's not. When I was reading the chat while he was talking shit, I was like, oh, there's certain man in here talking shit, but they're trying to talk shit about me while I'm talking to him and that. Okay, write that name down. Write the internet thing, because just know, bro. Don't come around trying to, I'll see you, bro. And what will happen is, it's small. I've seen people talk shit about Jerry and Ends. I see it when Jerry's on his, but I've seen it, and then today, only Ends is streaming and Jerry's on there, and now he says something that you like. And it's like, oh, this Jerry guy, I just like the way he talks talking sense, man. I like that, brother. Wow. I remember when people speak about used to, so I definitely remember people speak about me. They've got a short memory and they think, oh, it's internet. I'm telling you, bro. When another parade happens and they forgot what they said about me. And then it's like, all right, and to watch your channel. Oh, you're a real one. What's your name, bro? And then you tell me on site, bro. And I'm not talking, bro.
Go like this. Flip.
Yeah, I'm never.
Scraps.
Yeah, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, it's football talk, and I joke around and that, and whatever, bro. But if people actually deep what I'm saying, personally, I'm not saying anything bad to anyone. So you don't need to run your mouth and, I don't agree with what Savage is saying. Perfect. That's cool. It's football talk. This Savage guy talks shit. It's crazy to me, bro. Yeah. And I see it, bro. I can't stand this Jerry guy. He's always waffling. He just doesn't want us to be happy. Oh, Ends, man want to fight Ends over Nunes and that, bro.
I'm just trying to share my opinions, bro. Allow me. Don't beef me, man. Let me just live my nice, comfortable life, please. I say it to everyone, please, man. Allow me. Let me just enjoy having conversations with my guys. We just chop it up and laugh and get everyone's opinion, because we don't want to go the other side. I know many people say it, but I trust it's not that. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Because what you realize is that no matter what happens, if things have to happen in real life, you're always gonna look like the villain. It doesn't matter what happens.
Exactly.
Because even when I hear man like, oh come on, it's just football talk, blah, 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 I'm like, okay, so keep it football. Stop being disrespectful then.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take bad up in real life, bro. Like I wouldn't. I'm sure none of you like would take any like bad up in real life. Like, disrespect. You're not going to talk to me like that to my face, bro. So whatever you would say to my face, keep it on that, bro.
And I want to say big up to Liz as well, and facts and honesty, yeah, because especially in my chat, there's a lot of people that are mad disrespectful at times, in it. Not like it's not a massive group. It's like a person will come in halfway through a conversation and start being mad disrespectful, and then they put them in check early, like, yo, they're sharing their opinion. Shut up.
Yeah.
One warning, and then you're out.
Now, Liz don't play that. She's on it quick, bro.
You know what I mean? People message me like, oh, because I'm not seeing the chat because we're having a conversation and I'm more thinking about the structure and how we want to have our conversations. I'm not paying attention as much to reading everyone's conversation. So there's moments when people are messaging me like, oh, yeah, I was blocked from. I said, if you're blocked, you definitely did something wrong. You're not getting blocked for no reason. They're like, oh, can you, like, please, man, I didn't know you were blocked for a reason, brother. Until I see justified why you shouldn't be blocked, then. But
I wish the footballers had access to who you was talking shit. You know, the footballers who are on smoke and that. So,
there's bare man them that's on
smoke. Can I have a photograph? Nah, blood. I remember what you said about me, brother. Just scrap man up, bro.
Yeah,
that would have happened back in the day without Instagram and all that stuff and everyone with all the camera. That would have happened back in the day.
Do you know what I'd love if they jump in your chat and said, bro, why do you keep chatting shit about me? Then you see how quick they would have been like, no, bro, you know what? It ain't even melty. I'm just like, look at you, bro.
Like, I saw one of them videos with Eze on one of them adverts the other day talking about internet trolls and that, but he was creasing in it. And he's like, I don't even know why the geezer was getting onto me like that, bro. Like,
it's like the Chelsea brother. You know, the Chelsea brother was calling all these Chelsea players and he bucked them in New York, was fanning out. I don't know if you saw it on your stream. C. Muley or whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about?
He bucked them in real, and then he was just fanning like, oh my God.
Apparently, and then in the chat, yeah, man were like, bruv, you were corning in Kunku the other day, but you was there reasoning with him in French and that. Do you know what I mean? I think he's gone good. You there chatting like, yeah, he's my boy. My striker. I'm like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, bro. The more people start doing this fake journalist thing and that, and then when shit gets hot, they're like, I'm not a journalist, I'm just a fan. Brother, you're acting like a journalist every day and that. So hold that smoke. And when you get in them conference rooms and then one of the, I'm blah, blah from blah, blah, blah. And then one of the players are like, yeah, I'm not talking to you, big man. You're
That's what Klopp does to them, man.
Yeah, man, Klopp did that about Lovren, bro. Man said, blah, blah, blah from the Daily Mail. Klopp looks, nah, I'm not talking to you, bro. Why? You know what you said.
Yeah. You know what you said. You know what he said.
Yeah.
I forgot, like, oh, no, I'm in the room. He has to. No, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, bro, I love that. When everyone's like, oh, this person's been this. No, I love that, bro. Hold the same smoke in it. He was waffling about me. He's being personal about me, bro. All I did was spend some money on my mum and buy a new car and that. You wanted to run your mouth. All right. Question for Jerry. Why do you go on go in discussion with these scrubs on the Sunday channel who don't know nothing about football? I'm seeing Jerry logical. Now, I see the soul leave Jerry, bro. Sometimes you don't understand. No disrespect to Hassan, that's not his problem, innit? I just don't watch because if I'm on stream all day doing different streams, there's nothing for me to watch now. Like, they're gonna talk about the same thing I just spoke about. So one of you used to have to be on there, innit? Because I know it's gonna be funny. But sometimes, bro,
you know what it is? It's a situation where why have I gone in the past? So last week was a funny situation. No. But we're not gonna obviously, but yeah. But anyway, why have I gone on the past? Because you know, like a bit of me thought, right, and again, it's probably an ego thing. I care too much in it, so I'm like, you man are lying. You man don't know what you're talking about at times. You man don't know, like, especially when it comes to the football thing. Like, opinion thing is whatever, it is what it is. But when you talk about the football thing and you're trying to tell me, this person can't do this and you can't do that, and I'm like, well, that's a lie, isn't it? Like, that's a lie. Like, it's just, that's not how football works. A man are trying to tell me how it works. And then, yeah, it's a bit of entertainment, isn't it? It's like, the soul leaves me, but it's almost like, you do the things that you don't like. It's weird. The things that kill you, the things that you kill you, where you'll gravitate to. So I'm there and I'm just like, I'm sitting there, like, why have I decided to do this? But it's like, it's almost like I can't understand, like, why someone's mind thinks the way they do. And it's more just, it's intriguing, man.
Yeah, that's why I can't keep my mouth shut about stuff. So that's why, as you see, I don't get invitations to nobody's channel. I don't, bro, I'm talking about, I don't get a DM, a like, a retweet, a tag. Bro, they don't want me there, bro. I don't even think they hate me like that, bro, because I'm not rude in it, but they know that I'm probably going to ruin whatever, because you're going to say something and I won't be able to just sit there and let man just like, no, if you, as Jerry said, if it's an opinion, I'm fine with that. I'll just chill. See, when man start telling me stuff are facts, when I know what a fact is, I can't just sit there hear that. That's
but it builds character though, Sav, and that's why I said they need more people like yourselves, me, Jerry, around them, because the amount of times I remember the streams when I've done, and Sav said, I said, nah, Sav, trust me. He said, nah, I'm gonna go check it myself. Most people be like, oh man, why is he trying to make? No, it's not that. We challenge each other to be better, bro. You have to be able to have that around you. You can't have just an echo chamber of people just go, yeah, you're right. You know, that was well put. No, you're gonna need people that's gonna disagree, challenge your opinion, let you know, I know a bit more than you in this subject here, bro. Like you think you know, I actually know.
Yeah, because a man's naturally inquisitive, and I know. I've seen this with Jerry as well, but I'm like, there's no way that someone can just say something random and we're all watching the screen and we're just going to be like, yeah, facts, and then move on to the next thing. And I'm like, what? What? No, imagine man just come out today and said, nah, bro, because we're buying blah blah, and I know that slot doesn't like Salah, like he wants to get rid of him because he said we've come out and said, and then all of us are like,
nah.
And then everyone else on the panel's like, yeah, facts, thanks. And naturally, all I'm gonna say is, where's the source, bro? Where's this video? Where's that? All of a sudden, man, I'm telling me that I've got an ego and I'm arrogant. You can't just
need to know. I just need to know.
You can't just say stuff to me and I'm supposed to just agree with what you said. And what people do is like, because people want to be right more than actually have a conversation. So saying that a source told them shuts everything down, innit? Because then it's like, technically, I can't tell you that you're wrong. No, we've come out and said, and I've been told, and yeah, Jerry, me and you know, yeah, behind the scene, this happened.
Just mad. It's the equivalent.
Told, should I say it? Nah, you know what? I can't say it. I won't say it.
Just the equivalent. Don't do that. The equivalent. It's of you know when Ends came out, yeah, and obviously he dropped the down low of Diaz, innit?
Yeah.
Like saying, like, bruv, your man's cutting, and he dropped it down, and then so he's done that. So he's obviously got info, but now he's on the stream with Hassam, or on the stream with whoever, flipping Redmen TV. And then when I'm saying, no, like Liverpool, they're doing everything they can and to keep him. And you're like, brother, like, where are you getting this from? And you're trying to find that, and they're like, no, we know. And then you're like, the club said they want to keep. I'm like, who said that? Yeah, caught offside. Caught off what? When you know direct from the source, when the ITK tier 1 ends from the source. Come on, man. Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm telling you, 8-9 times out of 10, yeah, I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, so this is what you're saying.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, and he rates Gakpo and all of this.
Brother.
I'm hearing something else.
Yeah.
So whatever you're hearing is cool, but now I'm intrigued, and I'm sitting there like, all right, so who do you know? And then it's the and Aaron, and then you go into the behind the scenes, and it's like, yeah, anyway, see you guys later, bye. But you said we're going to chat about it at the back end.
Because I don't need the verbatim quote, but you can summarize it for me. As long as it's out there, I can go and see it for myself. I'm always somebody that, like, I've jumped on with Ends most time. He's not told me anything yet. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know Ends. That's what he said. Yeah. My man said whatever. Just go check for myself. And then I'm like, okay, I'm up to date with what's going on and stuff like that. Now I get to choose whether I believe the journalist or not. But at least Ends just make something up. Man, I'm just making stuff up and then telling me that, oh, we've come out and said. That's the favorite one. When did we say? Because I'm a Liverpool fan too. So how have you seen information that I haven't seen, bro? I got the same websites as you, bro. That's in the Echo. What are you talking about?
That's why normally 9 times out of 10, most of my streams, guess what? You'll see the sources on there because we'll be talking about the news that's actually out there instead of what someone is saying or what someone said they thought they read is 9 times out of 10. We've got the slides, we slide through and we have conversations. So you see the source, you see who said it. There's no lies, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, the other day, Jay, man, when we dropped the DS stuff, man, they didn't believe, man. They still said, nah, he's.
No, like this, and I'm telling you, I'm like, yeah, I've like, when I've said like even that, when I said to man, nah, like, I know on record, like, you don't want to go Saudi, and man, I'm still talking about Saudi.
Literally, watch Jerry say this on some channel, bro. He literally said, I know
verbatim,
verbatim, he doesn't want to.
Like I'm saying, I know on record, he doesn't want to go Saudi. And man are telling me, we're selling him to Al Hilal for 90 million. I'm like, brother. Alright, so cool. You think he's gonna sell him? What if I told you don't want to go? Then what? No, he doesn't got a choice. So you don't have football works then. So you don't know how football works. I play football. I know how it works. No. But why are we having it? And then I get annoyed. That's why I've been saying to myself, I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? And I mean, enter this conversation. I said, why am I even doing this?
Yeah, because that's the new thing, bruv. Say 7 things, bruv. And out of those 7 things, well, mathematically, one of them things might land.
One of them will be.
And then they'll just go, see, remember I called it. I told you. Now apologize to me. Apologize for what? For your guess. That one thing came true, bruv. Nah, bro.
Apologize for your guesswork, you know.
You know when man them just try to swindle you, matrix you and that, like every time. Remember I was saying way back that I wanted when he was at what? When? You've got videos, bro.
The worst ones are always like Ekatike. I'm like, brother, no, you didn't. You told me you was trash 2 weeks ago on the same stream.
Yeah. Jay, I liked him when he was at Paris FC. When he was at Paris FC and he was the ball boy, I saw it in him. I saw that he could when he controlled that ball one time.
Do you know the one that's like it's secretly winding me up inside, but I've not said nothing about it, is the Frimpong one. Frimpong.
Everyone called him shit. When Trent was staying, they called him shit. Said,
worse than Trent.
He's worse than Trent. He can't play here. He can't do this. He can't do that. And I'm like, I've heard everyone tell me this. And I'm like, so all of us now you love him. You ain't even played a full game like that.
You man saw me send the Ekatike clip in the group of man saying, I don't know if it's better than Nunes, and now all of a sudden I've always said I liked him. What? I played the clip, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. The worst one. I actually said it on the show, innit? I said it on that show. I said, the clip, bro. No, and I said it on. I said it on what's it called? I said it on his show, innit? Them man were talking. They were like, yeah, man, like, yeah, look, we're gonna have to do this because we had like Jota, and rest in peace. But Jota was such a striker, and it was so. And I was like, brother, last week you were telling you was shit.
Yeah, the Jota one's terrible, bro.
And now, and I'm sorry, and now you're spinning it like you always wanted him. He's going to be such a big miss. And I'm like, what are we doing here? I was saying to you, man, that I would keep him. You were telling me get rid. Now you're saying, no, it's a travesty. He's gone.
I remember Enz asking the question.
Don't use that. That annoyed me. That annoyed me, bro.
Yeah, Jota, it was like, do we keep him? And I said, I would want to keep Jota still, but obviously if the injuries are there and someone's going to try and buy him, then that's whatever. And that, I'm not saying this because I don't like him, but I remember hearing JB saying like a couple of weeks before, it's like I've clicked onto the video Jerry was on, the Sam and all that, and the first thing he says, "Oh yeah, Diaz and Jota. I'll drive them both to the airport myself, bruv." No, I heard it, bruv. I'll drive you to Heathrow myself, bruv. All of a sudden, yeah, you know what it is, man. I've just always wanted to keep. And the thing is, just because you said that you wanted them to leave the club, that's not against the person. Of course, you don't want him to die. So why can't you just be honest and go, I can't even lie still. It's a shame, like I love the guy, but I did want him to leave. I respect you way more than just lying, bro. Everyone deleting old tweets all of a sudden. All the jars made of digestives and that. All of that's gone now.
Bro. You think everyone did that? They deleted all their man.
No, they did. Because some people were going through the tapes and I've seen certain people saying like, "Oh, Jota." I think there was like an Arsenal fan. He's like, "Jota, I hope you die." But obviously he meant like, but he meant in the game, innit? He meant in the game. If he was an Arsenal fan, he scored against Arsenal, and they're like, and he just said it, and obviously man found it. And obviously put it out and look, and he's like, obviously I didn't mean it like that, but it was football, and people are like, you're sick, you deserve death now, and they're wishing death on him. It's all mad. The whole dynamic is mad. Whole dynamic is mad.
I'll just keep being honest with it, bro. Like, there's no point. Like, once we were okay enough to talk about Jota, being into just making jokes. Like, remember when Jota was? I said it straight away. Man, them on some, be respectful. I'm like, no. I remember the season started missing the sitter against Palace, bro.
Nah, do you know?
All of a sudden, no, we're not gonna do. Man passed away, so now his season was great. His season was
Savage. I beg you, bring up Sham's comment. That is the funniest thing I've heard.
Oh, the parody.
That's a Fabricio Panamo. Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say when we do the streams, obviously everyone has their own way in it. We just have our own way, and that's why I've always got like people see
the
it.
Sources there.
They see it, bro. They see what we're talking about.
I said Fabricio Panamo. Mum was talking for 20 minutes about how Kirk is going to play as a left winger.
Nah, these accounts are getting out of hand, bro. That's why my search thing, that's why I don't follow a lot of people like that. So when I go to get my searches, the main journals are there. Like, all right, what are they saying today? Is there anything to this? I'll go and read the comments, see what the comments are saying as well. And then, you know what I mean? We make our own assessment from there. But yeah,
remember humans were just okay with being wrong and then just saying, oh, my bad, I got it wrong. Remember that? Them days there. My bad. It's not a big deal. You got something wrong, bro. Like, everyone, I told you, my man are so focused on these lot think that the footballers are going to give a piece of the wages on it for being right about something.
It's you know what the good, like, obviously everyone do their own thing in their own way, right? But I feel like obviously from us standpoint, we can only speak for ourselves. We know enough around the game.
Yeah.
We know people within the game currently still playing, and we know some top level people like that. But we never speak of it as if we know more than anyone else. We allow you to have your opinion. But when you try and do the factual thing, they're like, we'll challenge it because we actually know.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes where our problem lies, bro. And Jerry's right. Dude, that's why, Jerry, why do you think I said to you, I'm not doing that no more? Because I know I'm doing it to myself, bro. Because there's no way I'm going to be sitting there, man, and telling me this is a fact. And I'm like, no, it's not a fact, bro. It's not a fact. I was talking to my man that you're talking about yesterday, and he's saying, boom, boom. And now you're telling me, now, my man said, he wants to do this or he wants to go and play there. Man gave you the inside scoop. The brother don't want to go to Saudi. Nah. No. I heard it from the horse's mouth. He doesn't want to go.
This one's cold, man. I remember when Trent was leaving for Madrid, Bearman said, we had to lie for years about his poor defending, but now he's not our players. Bro, listen, man. This is what I'm saying. Whenever
we root for this, we root for Trent no matter what, bro. I told you, man, Trent should have gone in the reserve. I stand by that.
That just shows how bad everyone was, though, because everyone was doing like deep, like when they're trying to protect him, they're doing deep dive think piece into how good. So, like, if you didn't believe it, I don't understand why you couldn't just be honest, bro. I just didn't think.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like when I was saying that I think Trent's defending was over exaggerated. I stand by it, innit? I think his defending, like his poor defending, is over exaggerated. But I'll still say that now. I'm like, we can differ in opinion. But I'm not changing my opinion now, thinking, he's shit as a defender, and I wanted him gone. But I'd rather have him than Frimpong. I'll say it for clear now, bro.
The thing is, I know you're right, because I had the same problem the opposite way. I had, the whole time he was there, that he's...
You were saying he's a shit defender, yeah.
No, so what, my thing was, no, it wasn't that. My thing was that he's not, it's always been this, he's not a shit defender. I just don't like the way he applies himself. I've always said that. And he was starting to wind me up. And then when we got into the last season, and then everyone was bigging up his defending, I was just like, I was bigging up as much as Rob. I was like, yeah, it's good, but I'm not overgassing it because he was not trying before, and now he is trying. And then I was just getting wound up by certain things, but I'm not changing it, bro. And now is that Real Madrid, man, them know I like Real Madrid and that safe, bro. I just have to look at the positives, bro. Just like I've never been like, Mbappe is the greatest footballer to me. Man, no, I've always called him French Rashford. I don't care. Still think the same. But yeah, he's banging goals for Madrid now, so bang the goals in, innit? I'm not changing this shit, bro. It is what it is.
So my number 10 now.
Yeah, that's my number 12. It's my number 10.
What I'm saying is, Ballon d'Or season for Mbappe next season.
I agree. He did his job this season to be
fair. Man got 40 goals. Man got 40 goals in his first season.
40 goals in his first season. He started off the season pretty bad as well. That's crazy.
The thing is, pretty bad was like 8 goals in 11.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Because I remember, like, I mean, part of the emotion was the fact that it was El Clasico and Barca was beating, but I was losing. I know, like, there's a stream in it where I was losing my shit, bro. Was he offside like 11 times in the game?
Yeah, I remember that game. I saw that stream.
Shit, bro. I was like, brother, stop, man. But then I had to sit down and go, you know what, bro? Like, he's in a different position to where he was playing before. Maybe I should be a bit more kind. But yeah, man, I'm not changing my opinion on certain. And if I do change my opinion, I'll just come out and tell man I changed my opinion. So when people doing this, that's what they did, and it got to Madrid. Never was like, oh, sorry, what you saying now? Sorry that you missed the stream when I said I apologized, but that's your problem, not mine. It's one of those. It's a channel that Ends has been on, but I won't mention names. The chat was blowing up for 20 minutes saying it's a parody account, but the streamer wasn't looking at the comments.
I already know what one that is. Ben said if he's just talking, I already know.
And do you remember this? I don't think I have it on my phone. Do you remember this epic clip from that Geordie, the one who told you to stop shouting, bro? Remember? Yeah, but do you remember that clip that I sent you? He told Ends to stop shouting in the comment section because he was what? He said, "Can you stop shouting?"
Hold on, he was on the stream with you, and he didn't say it to your face. He texted
no. He was on the stream, and Ends was in the comment section, and Ends said something in capitals, and he said, "Can you stop shouting?" But he meant it, bro. He weren't joking.
So, you know what I was doing? I was in the background, like doing like thumbnails of the title. So I had the cap locks on. I jumped in like, "Yo, big up Wagwan." Like not even a long. He was just like, "Big up Wagwan" sort of thing. And then it's like, "Oh man, can you I see your message, but can you not like shout it?" In my mind, I'm losing my mind, going, "What does he mean shouting?" And then I realized people typing in caps as shout, and I'm like, "Yeah, I can't deal with people like this. This is crazy to me. What do you mean shouting,
bro?" But Ends, do you remember the clip though, where Jerry? This is I swear if I can find this clip, yeah. So basically, that same guy, he's on a stream, and someone sends a super chat in. And then he goes, I can't remember what the name is, and it's going to ruin the joke, but the person in the chat said, "Oh, what do you think of this player we're linked to?" But the player was something like, say the name was like Missile Super Chat, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, you could see his face. He didn't know the player, and he was doing that.
And he lied.
You could watch him like Googling his face off, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I remember him, man. He's a decent player still. I heard that we're linked to him, brother. If you saw the chat, bro, I was in stitches. Bro,
I've seen it, like the one that Robbie gets. You know, the ones where they try to draw him out when they'll be like, Alejandro suck my balls or whatever. But it was just in a mad way.
Alejandro suck my balls, great player. Him, like,
yeah.
He was at Flamingo and that, bro, doing yeah.
Yeah, Alejandro suck me balls, innit? And the surname will be like me balls.
Question: if Isak is faking injuries doing a Coutinho, why are the fan base not crashing out their eyes at the scumbag? I said this yesterday, man. I know why they're not, because it's Liverpool, so you shouldn't. But this is what I say about the fake moral thing, innit? Don't have a moral high ground on the Trent stuff when man are doing the same thing to get to our club. You get me? And Virgil's meeting man.
That's like my other,
Virgil's meeting man in tunnels on that. Remember Virgil's meeting man in the shadows to get to.
No, he has a thigh strain, man. Gimmer might have said it as well. He's got a little young.
All I'm saying is, bro, the moral police and that, bro, allow it, innit?
He has got a little young thigh strain, so man. Allow it, man. Yes, man, he does. He's out walking his dog in that, stretching the thigh in that.
Man, they were watching Isak do that while they're cussing Konate about not signing a contract.
Hey, do you know the baddest thing here? Because if this brother has got an injury, and say in the next day Liverpool, he gets accepted in a like fast forward medical tomorrow, yeah. I don't know how he completes that medical, brother. He's got that injury because part of the medical you can't do some running as well.
Yeah,
so,
myth, bro.
Man, just out there sprinting and that. No. Man can't be out there sprinting. Like Coutinho, like, young little kick-ups and that. They show the video around the world, little catch. I'm like, I swear this brother has a back strain.
Coutinho was off, man. Nah,
yeah,
man.
The weight of Liverpool was why his back was hurting, bro. That's what it was.
That Coutinho at that time, bro, halfway through the season, was arguably the best midfielder in the world, bro. I'm not even joking. The way he was
unplayable. Unplayable.
That stupid drop of the shoulder that he does, brother.
Hey, we're about to witness it again, though, Sam. Don't worry, blood.
No, man, but because I've always said that. I remember we was in the back office watching Coutinho videos at that time, and I was like, we just still haven't. We're never gonna get that kind of. And Vert isn't Coutinho like, but in a different way. Okay, let's do that because that drop of the shoulder, no back lift, top bin shot from 40 yards. But I don't even know how he was doing it. I was like,
no, it's everything. It was everything. It was like the passes, it was the link up, it was the touch, it was drawing man out of position, it was taking man on, it was the goal he scored against United when he's dinked it over the keeper near post. Like it's just it's not even. But you know, someone will tell me that they think this player is better, bro, as a footballer, and I'm like, yeah, I can't even have a discussion with you then.
Nah. Some men just don't like football, bro. Honestly, they don't want to see a good time, bro.
We're about to have a great time at this football club, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Just pray that every one of them players are fit, bro, for the whole season.
No, I hope they just do well, bro. Because you know, like, what I don't want is, you know, you get a Kirkers and he ends up being a Creswell, fam. I ends up being a Chilwell. We were like, rah, I thought you were decent, but you're shit. Now what?
Are you saying should have kept Tsimikas?
Yeah, because then you're playing Tsimikas, innit? That's what I'm saying. Remember, Chilwell was supposed to be the Don Dada.
Hey, Chilwell at wing back was mad. I can't lie, you know. When Chelsea
the one wing back season, bro. But I knew, bro, because there was something.
Chilwell at Leicester was looking at raw, and then look.
Yeah, Jerry, but I was gonna say that. You know, his last season at Leicester, the Leicester fans were too comfortable letting him go. But when I was speaking to them and that, I was like, "They're like, yeah, he can go." I was like, "Bro, he's been killing it, bro." Then he got to Chelsea, like, "Oh, okay, fair enough. You knew. My bad, Leicester fans. You knew."
Yeah, you knew better, innit?
Yeah. It's one of those ones. But yeah, man, there's no more questions, so that's perfect segue to get the hell out of here. You get me? But it's been a good show, man. Chopping it up, comfortable stuff.
There was a couple questions, to be fair.
What I missed?
Yeah, I think so.
If there's one that I missed, let me know.
Let me see.
We got that one.
Yeah, it's this one still.
Some of these comments are crazy, bro.
Which one is it?
I'll put it in a private chat.
Oh no, we answered this before you got honors.
Oh yeah, we answered that before we got.
Okay, bro, because this is what happened. I went, my head went off. Well, explain what it is, because I thought, because this, you know what N said. You know the first thing N said.
What's that?
Receiving it.
No, that it is. He's right.
Because he's and I said the reason why I know
you
I'm
watched
right
it because you know what I'm talking about. You saw it, innit? Yeah.
Bad man, not a chance, bro.
No, can you tell me the answers they gave, bro? Because I've seen only the clips of the question. I haven't watched the full.
Oh no! So they were like they actually broke it. It was actually hilarious because they were breaking it down. They're like, brother, that's the hardest thing. But they were like, all right, like 10, and maybe I stop. But they're like, what if that becomes your main? You find out it's easy, and that becomes your main source of income.
Nah, that's crazy.
because the point you've got, if it goes like, then you're like, an extra couple won't hurt. That's a yard for my mum, and then what?
That is wild, bro.
That's what I said, Sam. You gotta look at the name of the show where you
well, you two might as well answer them because I'm not doing it, bro.
I'm not either, bro. I told you this. No.
Now, Jerry, answer the question. You're making me uncomfortable, bro. And the one thing I will say is, if you're gonna say yeah, you'll do it, then you might as well just take a whole session, bro, and get it. Because either way, you've been violated. You've been violated one back shot or 10. You've been violated already. You might as well
you might as well carry on, innit?
Might make you want to pay for that.
But then when do you stop? Because this is what them man was saying. They were like, they personified the brother, and they're like, what if the brother's about to, you know, finish but you don't want to finish because you know if it finish, you got to come back for some more pee. Like then,
hold on a minute. So they broke it down to the point where once it's done, you can go back for more.
No. They were saying that once he does his thing, it's done, innit? Yeah. Like what? But once he explodes, it's done. But if he explodes early, then you might only get 2 in or 3. But if it's
only, bro, just take your money and leave, bro.
Said only 2. Where's it? 100 grand? He said.
So that went from being a difficult question to man them sounding disappointed that he's gonna finish early, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, but let's say in your head, because what they said, yeah, I'll urge people to watch it. What they said is, let's say I targeted 10, right? I've prepared myself for 10, bruv, like mentally, but man's doing 2. It's like now I've been violated, but I didn't even get the target that I wanted. I wanted 10. I wanted a mil. And now I've ended up with 200 bags. Now I got violated for not even the P that I wanted. Man said payment first.
Never, bro. Never. No chance. That is crazy, bro. This is what I'm saying, and this is why we stood by it, bro. When we speak about money all the time, we know it. You need it to for everyday stuff. We know that, but my life doesn't revolve around.
Do it is though. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro. That's crazy.
If that was someone told me like $1 billion, you know, you talk about like no one's for sale. No one's for sale. Yeah. If someone had $1 billion, bruv, you start engaging in talks, bruv. You start having discussions. You're comfortable with your contract.
That's a club-to-club conversation.
The one thing I'm sure of is like humans are way more susceptible to like changing their mind, and because when I think of like how the world is now with like OnlyFans and all that stuff, there's bare people there that were like, I would never do, not a chance, no money. I'm comfortable in saying that it's not happening with me. It doesn't matter how much it's not. And I don't understand how people can you're gonna have to live with yourself after it. That's how I feel about the girl that man are shitting on their stomachs in Dubai, bro. Like you have to live with shitty stomach, and like even when it's not there, it's there, bro.
Because now we've had this conversation, yeah. And then one day I said, I'm gonna I'll come back with Jerry. I'll come back with $1 billion.
That's what we're gonna.
Let me just nice savage in them, man. Oh, you man.
Nah, don't nice me with you fucking back.
But the thing is, that's the thing, though. This is the point.
Did he win the lottery?
I personally think the things that have to live with themselves are the ones that ended up. Their target was $1 million, but they ended up with 100 bags, and you're like, what have I done? Yeah, what have I done? Yeah. But if you're one of them people that said, nah, I'm gonna get my $1 billion, and you end up getting your $1 billion, you feel like the person that's just hit the jackpot at that point. You feel like, but I'm handing everything out. I'm God at this point. Majority of people, because there's enough things, the things that are killing it on the OF thing, I think they're comfy. They're going on podcasts and telling man, no, I'm providing for my son goes private school. I'm coming with this.
Yeah, a lot of them mean it still. A lot of them mean it. Because you have to understand, with the OnlyFans, a lot of the stuff is what the girl would have done for free or already has, bro. So that's why, like, man, the most joke with me online because it sounds like I'm sticking up for them and that. But I'm like, bro, you know how much things I know who have done this just on a night out, blood? Why? They might as well. They've done worse.
But that's my point.
But Jerry, the difference is, and it's obviously no disrespect because we're talking about it.
Yeah. It's different, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Only because that's my sexuality, innit? So the girls who are doing stuff and that, they're not feeling like violated by other things doing stuff with them because kind of like each other anyway. They'll just do it on camera.
Yeah.
Whereas the man them, it's like, not only are you telling me, okay, so for example, if you said $1 billion and this, you can do this with a girl, like whatever a girl's gonna do to you, most men will just say, yeah, it's a girl in it.
All right.
Man will say, yeah, bro, it's a girl, bro. Like, it's not gay, it's with a girl. If you're saying a man's doing something to me, bro, that's not my thing, bro.
Hey, so all right, would you man then, and we'll wrap it up here, man. Would you man?
Don't say that.
It looks conniving. That
the grin, the ends Piers Morgan grin came, bro.
All right. OnlyFans, all right. Obviously, you know, women are more prominent on their business-wise. We listen to podcasts, they speak about it, they know they make more. Yeah. But would you man, like, if it was last resort, man them jump on OnlyFans? I'll do it for the first resort. Okay, but here's the thing though, last resort. But they said, look, for you, like, we're all hitting mad numbers.
Can I wear my Rey Mysterio mask still?
No. Okay. We're all hitting mad numbers, yeah, like mad numbers. Jerry's hitting mad numbers. Savage, myself hitting mad numbers. Then they're like, yeah, we'll pay 10 billion, but all you man have to do. It's just being a photo together because they want their content creators in the same photo. But man can't be doing it with clothes.
What?
Explain it again.
So we got to be naked in a photo together?
Yeah.
That's it.
10 billion.
Run me my money, bro.
No, but you see, but this is where it goes back to it, right? This is where it goes back to it. The line just becomes more and more blurred, and I think you've got to be open to it, because I went extreme. I went straight to backshot, right? But you
don't clip it.
no, no. I hold on. You can't even click that. You can't even click that. I said I went to it. I went to that. I went to that, right? But cool, right? But it starts with a naked picture, but then it's like, wow, like, well, what if man gave you just to slap your bum, just one cheek?
No.
Reason why I say that, right? Because you're saying no, but I've been in football. And man, I've tried to do that.
No, man, never done that. Jerry.
No, not that I haven't. But hold on, you played football.
Yeah.
Bruv, the coach has forced us to shower, bro.
That's
on the walking. Bruv, on the walking. Hold on. If you've been non-league, no one can tell me anything, bro.
Think about your wording. What do you mean the coach forced us to shower?
Bro, you got fined if you didn't shower, bro. What?
No,
hold on.
What do you mean? No, I know this, but I'm saying change the wording.
What, he forced me to shower? Shower? No. All right, we got fined if we didn't shower.
Thank you, sir.
We got fined severely if we didn't shower. Yeah. And certain man would go and try to do the normal thing, which is you keep the thermals on, but you just do a little water thing like that. You're not even trying to shower, yeah?
I know what you're saying with that.
But there's a different demographic that are just normal showering. The coach would stand and get it off.
No.
We ain't playing next week. But I'm telling you, me people feel like I'm going mad.
Your coach sounded like the guy from Friends, bro. When the man said, "Oh, is that they do the in-seat?" Man said, "In prison? Nah, bro."
Bro, put it this way. One of my coaches, yeah, and this is probably the worst thing.
Stand there watching man shower.
No.
Standing there. Yeah, man.
But
it's so
but this is the worst thing. Yeah, this is the worst thing. One of the first teams I went to, I won't even say the team, right? But I've gone there, and like we had obviously had a game and that, and before I was in the younger age group reserve, so I didn't know. So I've gone to football and that. We've won the game, yeah, and then we've gone in. And bear in mind, this is what happened. So my manager's come in. The manager come in. He wore a suit, like a shirt and that, to the game, yeah. But he got changed into the tracksuit to be on the touchline, like us. But obviously we played, right. So I'm like, cool. Just became more comfortable, wants to be part of the team. Cool. We go in, man, are showering and that, and you go into shower, yeah. And obviously, you get a certain demographic that always went to the left, and you went to the right. Anyway, they would always do their madness. Some of them would just be, you see what Saliba, that's madness, but you get it, like a bit freakish. Why is the coach stripping, and why did he get in, and why would they go, hey, and won the game? Man didn't play football. Why was he with us? Some of us were 17 and 16, brother. Like, bro. Ting out, man's things touching, and that was the environment. But people don't want to talk about football. Robin knows more about Verge than Verge's missus.
Listen,
yeah, I'm telling you now, with the hair and that.
Not my coaches.
They ain't got no cubicles. Bruv, I've been axed. I ain't got no cubicles, bruv. It's just a wall, bruv. It's just a wall, and that button.
The big showers and just normal showers.
The big shower, yeah, exactly.
All right,
Liz Golden saying that's not right. It's not, but that was life.
Nah, listen. In terms of the shower stuff, it is what it is, isn't it? It's at the top level. You don't really get that. Some clubs might have it, but normally it's a massive, and it's got
just a wall,
shower.
It's a prison thing. Yeah, it's a prison thing, isn't it?
Thing and get out and whatever in it, but. There's no way my coach has ever jumped in the showers. That's crazy.
Man, Dave.
We get his points out. Your coaches running in there.
That's what happens with a lot of people, isn't it? The blurred lines thing, where it's like that's what happens with the OnlyFans things. A lot of them are doing is Instagram, and they're like, well, if I'm these pictures off the beach, I might as well put them on my OnlyFans and take them off. Then it goes from, would you do this? But then what happens is somebody in their group who subscribe will send them a message going, if I pay for this, will you do this particular thing? Then they'll do it. I'll just do it the one time. And then all of a sudden, it's like that one time paid off my credit card. Let me do, and then and that's how they get the 1, 2.
But that's my point.
I understand what you're saying, but for me as a man, it's not happy. It's like there's no like in my head. The only thing that I would do is stuff that I'll be comfortable doing anyway without.
But the thing is, but that's my point. Jay, is that where you're starting from different.
Wait, Jay. What's it? The coach you already do? I just strip up and have the baby on, lads.
No. But it was like this. Have you seen the one when? What was the meme? You know, when the coach comes into the change room and he goes, It was that. It was that shit in the shower. He's naked, bro. With 21-year-olds and mental. But anyway, what I'm saying is you're starting at the mad thing. And what I'm saying is, people don't realize that everything has a price. So the price might not even be something monetarily, but it might be hypothetically. Oh, but would you do it for your son? Or would you do it for your missus? Or would you do it for this? And all of a sudden,
I'd be kidnapped, bro. What do you mean? What I do for your missus?
I said I would be kidnapped.
It's not life or death, bro. I can just say no. This is what I'm saying about the things when they're like, the thing is, I had bills to pay. Okay, but you're not. Oh yeah, but you didn't just tell the truth, man. Like you realized it was easy money, and I don't mind kind of doing these things anyway. I would have done this for Jerome. I met in the nightclub. I would have done this for him for free, and he don't.
Jerome, though.
So I might as well just do it. Yeah, Jerome's always the name in it. So I might as well and that's my thing, bro. I'm on some like. Bro, man, no, bro. Like me and my missus, listen, we spoke about this. If I told you about the Rey Mysterio mask in it, but I got no, because Jerry, the thing is, I'm trying to clean up my image, so I ain't mentioning that now. But Ends knows what line of work I come from and that, bro. So man, just think that you think that camera that I brought to the parade was just used for? Nah, bro. Man, video,
man said the King Kong thing like that, you know?
Yeah, bro. So, Peter Jackson and that. Man just my point
zoomed in.
If it's something that I would be comfortable with anyway, or a bit unlike, I ain't really trying to do that, but it's fine, and you're gonna pay me, then I'll just do it. But I'm not doing anything that I just wouldn't do. So, for example, I'm not one of these. I've never chopped anyone with my brethren in it. Like I've never done. The man, them, I'm doing that. I've done lads' holidays and that.
The H-clap thing.
I've done lads' holidays and chopped in the same room and that, but I've never chopped with my brethren and that. And I ain't paying attention to him when I'm mashing up some next thing. But all I'm saying is, if it's, you get me? No, so that's what I'm saying. So when he said, if it's a photograph and that, I'm like, brother, I'm not touching the geezer, but I'm taking a photograph. You think a man ain't been to like,
no, you have to like hands around the shoulder. Like,
I've been swingers parties and that, bro. I've been to.
But it's my point. But it's my point.
Balls and that, bro.
But that's my point. So even if that's what I'm saying. The line, all it takes is just like you know when you're looking at the step and the step is too far. All it takes is for you to do a couple of them steps, and that jump isn't as bad anymore. Because to that point, as an example,
Jerry,
you see like the swingers things. Yeah. If I went to a swingers thing, that's a jump for me, innit? That's a leap, bro. That's like I can't even. How would I even? You know, would I be insecure? Would I be moving all timid? What would it be? But if I do a couple of the warm up steps, I could get there. and that's the point.
No, so I agree with what you're saying. I'm only speaking personally. Generalized, I think most people would, but I'm saying like, man's already had the message like, yo, if I keep
the offer, man had the offer.
Brother,
he's had the billion in front of him.
Mr. knows about some of these. All I'm saying is, man, them been like, yeah, I don't do cash, but will you do this for my missus and then I'll give you a Rolex? You get me? So
off stream.
Nah, my missus knows
about that. We're cleaning up the.
Yeah. You're cleaning up the image. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It can't be. Can you look what Liz said though? That was interesting.
This one.
Oh shit!
This one.
Well, behind the paywall on that. Is that what we're saying? Is that the first step? Is that the first step?
Brother. What? I wonder what thinking of it now. What market is there that loads of women watch, but it's like a. There's no market that loads of women watch, but it's a male dominated industry, is there? You know,
there is.
What do you think?
No, a market that people watch.
Yeah, you know how like football's male dominated.
Yeah,
but but like there's some women because I think he did that. You know when I don't know where she's now, but no the Chelsea thing. So
Yeah.
she does thingy in it, and I knew I could keep. Yeah, she's been doing it, bro. She's like 5.
Oh,
6
right, I didn't know.
Yeah, so I peeped early. She was actually doing the football thing for real. She's an actual Chelsea fan and all that. But I peeped that once she started getting on Arsenal fan TV and all that, she's not an Arsenal fan. So okay, and then I'm watching the super chats, and man, them are doing the simp thing, like, oh, so sending the super chats just for her, and Robbie's getting all the money, and I'm watching, and then when all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I've got OnlyFans, but I only do this. Do you know how much money she's gonna make? Yeah, because she's in a football-dominated space, and all these pervs that are sending super chats, they'll just pay for her now, innit?
Do it is the attitudes are different, innit? With brothers, I think brothers are more likely to do just it's gen pop though, like not obviously but they're more likely to just do a thing with anyone at any time. Like it's one of them ones where if there's a nice thing and she came to you and was like, "Rah, would you do this?" and you were single and whatever, you'd probably be like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" Right? Whereas I think it's a different perspective for me. I think it's actually it's a medical study on that as well. To be fair, there's actually studies on that where they went to a university and went to girls and had a picture of someone they would consider like a good-looking guy and said, "Would you sleep with him today?" And they would say no. I think majority of women would say no. Yeah. But on the flip side, you had that with guys, and the majority of guys said yes, they would, innit? So I think there's different attitudes. But
it's not Astrid Wet, bro. She's a Chelsea fan as well. I'm Sophie, innit? She used to do like Chelsea fan TV, but yeah, man, I don't blame her, bro, because obviously she must have saw that. Okay, I'm getting the super chat's coming in from me, but Robbie's keeping that. I'm getting paid a flat fee to come on and do Don Robbie show and that, bro. But I'm getting paid a flat fee when I can just cash in it, which I would do anyway. I hear it still. I ain't got nothing against these things, bro. Like, I don't see all these men them running online, just dissing them and that, bro. They're not red pill and that, calling them whores. Listen, not to me, bro. Let them breathe, innit? Now, would I want my missus to do? It's two different things, but that's not because I'm against it like that. It's because I'll be fucking jealous and I don't want my missus. I don't want to share her with people, bro. You get me? But if we both put the Rey Mysterio mask on, yeah, 619 on the missus right now.
669.
Yeah, right now. So
buy them for one, man.
It's one of them, man. Listen, if you're gonna do it for free, bro, if you get paid, you get me.
Nah, I hear it, man.
Right then. Right, that's it. We're done. Man said Adam 22, you know. Nah, that's a lost soul right there, bro. His missus can't come back, blood. You get me?
Thing is, I don't think he cares. That's the worst thing about it. He pipes so much, you don't care anymore.
Well, I agreed that he didn't care until I saw the last Vlad interview, and he looks different now. He looks because she's gone back. She's gone back to my man again, isn't it?
To who? Oh yeah, on the yacht thing.
Yeah. But this time, if you watch the Vlad interview,
yeah, can do, Gav.
This time he said, he said something about the video, and he said I haven't seen it. And when last time he was desperate to see the video, and
he wanted to see, but I think.
But then they asked Vlad, and then Vlad, when he started laughing, he's like, I don't want to say it. And then she went, have you seen it, Vlad? And he's like, yeah, but I want to ask a question about the end because blah blah blah. And I was like, he looks gone now. He looks like he was losing money. He's trying to make more money back. The novelty's worn off in it. Like she's gonna get way less for this video, and everyone keeps leaking stuff in it. So, hey man, it's your missus. I'm not on killing man for it. That's your missus, and she's an adult. She consented, and she got blacked. Anyway, big up to everyone in the chat. Love for the love. Yeah, man. You already know the vibes and that. Peace. R.I.P. Jota. Run it.